Welcome to Off the Binge, your ultimate seasonal anime podcast. Each week, we deliver top recommendations, hot takes, and in-depth reviews of the latest episodes from this season's lineup. Join us as we give you your weekly dose of anime coverage.
That's got a double whammy right now.
Yeah, wait, we just right from
No. You got the shirt on and behind you, bro.
Exactly. You already know I got to stand on business this week, boys. You already know the people may not like what I'm putting down, but I do. Good evening to all our viewers and listeners, and welcome to Off the Binge podcast.
Good evening.
I'm your host, Crash, aka the Hispanic Assassin. I just want to say thank you guys for listening again to our wonderful podcast with our great group of co-hosts. Unfortunately, we do have one missing tonight, but don't worry, guys. We're still going to have one hell of an episode. And let me tell you, this week is still continuing to be spicy. The summer season for 2025 for anime has been nothing but spectacular, has been fucking etchy. And let me just say, my boys here may not agree with our takes, but you know what? That's what you guys are here for, right? But let me talk to you about the boys, who we have here tonight. Let's start off first with the one, the only, the OG, the main, my homie. Let me talk to you about Legend D Vash.
Look, Chad, I'm gonna keep it simple. Your boy, the legendary human typhoon. Like I is in the waves of the ring, I am the visionary. I am the monarcher. I am the person that sees all of what could be the future of said company. But for this, I am the person that loves ISEKAI, that loves long titles, and also will get Ria's Grimoire. If you're in the Discord community, go join, and we will speak into existence, and that will be said case. But I'm not alone, because I have other competitors here with me, so I'm gonna pass it out to my competition, to Memory NK.
What's up, y'all? It's the current #1 holder in the company server right now for certain bot. I'm in the top right now, at the top of the mountain, the top of the hill of swords. But no, what's going on, guys? Memory here, back for another week, another more awesome discussions around the summer anime season, which, like Crash said, has been a banger of a season so far, and we got more. There was even some more stuff this week. It's kind of late, but some other things got thrown into the mix, making it even crazier than it already has been, and we will be diving into some of the other anime that have got added to the mix. But yeah, ready for more talks as always. See where everyone's at with this week's anime. So, Grem, what's going on?
Nothing much. Just watching Better Overlord this season. No.
That's how you gonna start this off, man.
You really want to go with that? I'm not mad. Okay.
No, I mean that's kind of a joke. I mean, it's scratching the right feelings. Anyway, no, you know me. I like talking about anime. I like Mushoku Tensei. I don't know if you guys knew that. Being designed after the man god.
By the way, Chad.
Wow, the Steins Gate.
Chad,
speaking of Mushoku Tensei.
Thank you. Let us know if you guys want to hear maybe Volume 1's light novel coverage. There is a few people that might be interested in that, doing those type of things. So if you guys have any interested, leave some comment section, because there's a project that we may be trying to do in the works that we have some ideas for. So we'd love to hear any type of feedback if you guys have any.
Light novel corner.
Yeah, light novel corner. Or maybe that's how we revive Shonen Ronin. Who knows?
I just want to gush about it with our boy Watkins. Maybe that can happen.
Additionally, I appreciate for everyone checking out the 3-hour show last week. 3-hour plus. We appreciate our fans.
Yes, sir.
We can keep one-upping ourselves, apparently. Which is not what we want to do. This is not what we want to do.
Yeah, chat, please. Like we ask always, please comment down below thoughts or join the community. Let us know what shows we should cover. Not, do a whole hour discussion of just a few, rapid fire shows. It's always good to let us know, the community, of what type of discussion we should have and what should we break down.
Whoa. What
the community is still pleased, but we definitely like to take the opinions anyways.
All right. Yes. But anyway, yeah, that's all for our introductions. Our girl Neko not here this week. She's out gambling. She became an addict. We don't know. We're trying to do an intervention with her, but it's slow going.
So about said, didn't she travel to some island? Maybe.
No. No.
So afraid where you're going with that joke. I'm like, I don't know.
What
I don't
are you
know.
talking about, bro?
Yeah, you know what? I think tread carefully, my boy.
Yeah, what
I
island are we
think what I
talking
heard
about?
was she got sandwiched between two Yuri or Yahweh characters. I don't know. It's been very
Send her to
difficult
the
to me.
island in Nukitashi.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
she went
thank
to the
you.
island.
That's where I was trying to lead for. That's the island I was.
That's what I
Context,
thought you were
please.
going
Oh no,
with.
that's what I thought. That's what I thought. But then
It's
the
still
chat-
like
the
really
conversation
like.
in the chat was like,
thinking what I was thinking. I was like,
Yeah,
please, please. I'm like, yes.
It's like, are you really thinking about that? Because that's kind of weird.
Bro, how was that sound to say that's out of pocket? Please.
Anyway, let's talk about our binge chilling. And of course, reminder everybody, this is your go-to seasonal anime podcast where we dive into the best, the worst, and the hidden gems of every season. As for binge chilling, I don't know about y'all. I am not binging anything currently. I think Neko is binging a couple of things. She's watching Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress still. But what about you boys?
I would say I was binging a few things, like vending machine binging. So like some people that we had, like we went from a 3 people or 4 to 5 to 6 to 8 people type of binge parties that we just haven't coordinated schedule. So I'm kind of itching the itch to get back to my vending machine, see where that's at. But what I am still on the clock, ReZero. I wasn't here last week to talk about it. I did my binge of ReZero, few episodes, very excited. I told the fans and the audience it was gonna come out this month of July, but since a lot of things are getting busy for the fall season for me, I thought let me plan ahead. So a lot of the vibes are dropping off in August. So we're doing it by the time you guys are watching this Tuesday morning and everything. We are doing a ReZero as well this Thursday. So it's part 3, VOD 3. We're watching another 4 or 3 episodes of the director's cut. So it's going to be very fun and exciting. That's one of the shows I'm binging. Having a lot of fun. I don't want to go too much in details because I'm on season 1 and Grem and Nate are like on season 3, I believe. And Crash, I think, is still on season 1, but he acts like he's on season 3. Kaiju number 8 and Grand Blue, I'm still on that train, and Call of a Night, I'm still on that train. So I should be coming back by next week to be up on Kaiju and Grand Blue and Call of a Night. That's all I got.
I honestly don't have much. I mean, I like some stuff I've watched on the side before, like since the last podcast. I watched
Oh yeah, how's Pedro stalking?
We need 4 episodes, I think.
We
haven't
four
touched
episodes
that.
for
You guys are still behind?
Yeah, I think they were like on episode 5 or
Vending
6.
Machine, it's in the same boat as Vending Machine, bro. It's in the.
Am I the only one
Except
up
for-
to date?
Except for the thing is, Nate, me and you are around. We could literally just do it, but like you're ducking me, bro.
That's
You know
crazy.
what it is? It's because he was very behind on anime this week and last
Well, that
week,
is true.
so-
This week I was.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Like we've been saying, week 3 has been just a tremendous amount of things. Like honestly, there's so much things to talk about. We don't know where to begin.
I think I'm the only one that's caught up, and it's because I've been having tech difficulties, so I've been just watching anime whenever the hell I can.
Yeah, those tech difficulties are tough. But I really can't wait to get back into a few shows that I'm behind on. And I can't wait to hear them be back on Pant and Stock. And I know the dub, when I've been lurking, is hilarious.
Oh yeah, I mean I've enjoyed the hell out of it from what we have watched.
Yeah, because I just saw the news that the voice actress of the new person of Panty is also the same voice actress of Peach right now. So that's an interesting type of scenario.
Yo, wait,
God.
Peach? Wait.
Yeah.
Mario would be lit if Peach was panty.
Bro, you don't understand the amount of
You're
sexual
gonna make-
innuendos.
You're gonna make me a cake? Mario's gonna be like, oh, you're gonna make me a cake. I'd be like, yes, I'm gonna use your cream too, if you know what I mean. Anyway,
what I was gonna say, what I was watching, which it's not much, but I watched one of the specials for like Kaiju number 8. It was like Hoshina's Day Off or whatever.
it was really fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fun little episode, nothing crazy, but like the whole gang was pretty much following him around, and I think Grem was saying it reminded him of like a Naruto episode or something like that. Right?
Yeah,
Is that what you said?
for anybody that remembers the Kakashi episodes, there's
Oh my
like
god, those
3
were
of
so
them.
cute. Those were so cute and
There's
adorable.
like 3 of them in Naruto where they just try to unmask Kakashi all
Yes.
episode.
And the whole time,
that's what it felt like.
I hated that man because the whole time he was helping them, but then he was like, yeah, like the whole time showing his actual face just without them realizing. I'm like, this son of a fucker.
Yeah, like they were
Goat.
following him. They thought he was up to like no good, and then it turned out he was actually like, he's involved in something like really good, like helping the kids and whatnot. And he knew, Hoshina knew the whole time that, like, or not the whole time actually. It was a certain point where he picked up that
Since they got to the supermarket, and I was like,
Yeah.
damn.
Which is literally the first thing they did. So
Yeah.
it was like the whole
So pretty much from the
time.
beginning, pretty much from the beginning, he knew that they were following him. But it was a fun little episode. Also, I feel like it kind of helped, like, because a new season of Kaiju number 8. I know it hasn't been that long since season 1, but like it's a little refresher in a way. To it's not recap, right? So it was just a little nice thing that they kind of had in there. So I enjoyed that. Besides that, though, really, like, we mentioned Panty and Stocking. Got to finish that. Got to finish Vending Machine. And I got to catch up on a bunch of freaking manga, too, at some point. Because,
Yeah.
a couple of my favorite series are ending. And, but also a couple of my favorite series are getting anime, too. So, I mean, it is nice. But, like, Space Brothers is ending soon. So I got to, like, catch up to that.
Yeah, we do. We do got to get caught up to that.
Well,
Yeah.
man, I'm good on that end. I'm good on that end. But yeah, like I need to catch up on Blue Box. I need to catch up on Grand Blue. I need to catch up. Also, Vinland Saga is ending soon. I gotta catch up on that. I think it did end actually.
No, next month. I think it's this month or next month.
Yeah, something like that.
It's not over yet.
Yeah, a couple of series that I've been reading are getting an anime though, which is really cool. Like Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You. I have been reading that, and
That's a good one.
So I'm excited for that. And then also a series I've been reading called Hirayasumi. It's like a slice of life. It's so good, at least from the little bit that I've read. That got announced to get an anime as well. So like a couple series that I'm reading are getting anime, so that's cool. But also there's ones ending, so there's like some sadness there too. I guess that's just how it goes, right? When you're reading and keeping up with a bunch of things. So, but yeah, besides that, I don't have much, honestly. This season, all the stuff that's coming out just kind of is taking up all my time, preventing me from watching other shit. So, or reading other shit. But
Fair.
Anybody else got anything? Crash?
No,
you got
I think
anything?
Crash is left.
Yeah, I'm not watching anything. So be advised, audience and listeners, we review seasonal anime coverage from Monday, July 14th to Sunday, July 20th. Time codes will be provided on the bottom. We're going to go ahead next to our anime spotlight. Sorry, I really had nothing to say to that. I really didn't have.
Hey, keep it going, bro. Keep it going.
Let's go to the anime spotlight, which is going to be our deep dives and mini reviews. The first thing we're going to get onto will be the drama, thriller, and psychological animes this season. We are going to do the honorable mentions first on that, which will be Anne Shirley. You guys want to talk about that?
She is really avoiding the fact that she's in love with Gilbert, isn't she?
Yeah, which the whole thing is that she's scared like their friendship won't be the same. Like she does, like she like you could tell obviously how she feels. Like there's something there, but yeah, she's scared of what would happen, which is valid, right? Like I feel like
so valid,
especially with their friendship. She's scared if it goes that direction that things may not just may not be the same. But aside from that, whole new life in a way, really, for Anne, right?
Yeah.
With her going to college. She does have people she's familiar with there. Well, she really has one girl there. Oh, I guess Gilbert as well. But the girl that she's spending time with, that she's dorming with or whatever, she's there with her. So that is nice. So it's not completely just like she has people she's comfortable with there. So that definitely helps ease it somewhat. But it is a little intimidating. It is for sure, right? Being in that new kind of environment. And I feel like they did do a good job of kind of showcasing that.
Well, so
The new girl, the new girl, I mean, the way she was being, like, she's obviously very materialistic, it sounded like. So
she is so shallow.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, and then Anne was like, I don't know, there's something about her. I just love her. I'm like, what?
I'm like, Anne, I don't know, man. She seems a little.
They both were on the same wavelength, though, but they both like her, apparently. But yeah, I mean, I'm curious how this whole university bit is going to go. Anne did say she was going to go back home for Christmas. The
Christmas.
scene that did get me a little bit was the scene with Davy, how Davy didn't say bye to her. Like they didn't get to say bye to each
Yeah.
other, which was kind of like,
You know that
yeah.
kid's dead, right? She's never gonna see that kid again, right?
Wait, what?
It's a permanent farewell. Come on, we remember we talked about all the farewells and shit.
Mm.
That kid's
She's
never
coming
gonna.
back. She's coming back for Christmas, bro. He'll be there.
Yeah, and the kid's gonna be dead.
He'll be there, bro. Don't say that. Don't put that out there, man. But,
Bro.
I mean, I wouldn't even. I think actually it was in the preview. Like she's already like going back home in the next episode. I'm just like, bro, like this shit is like. That's the one thing I've talked about with this series is like I know it's trying to get through her whole life, but like, bro, I mean, sometimes it just feels like you're on like 5 times speed watching it. But no, this was a nice episode though. Introduction to the university stuff, and I'm curious. I think one of the big things obviously is the development between her and Gilbert, like romantically. See where that's going to go in the future because they're definitely obviously it's out there. So, yeah, we'll see. I don't know. You have anything else you want to add on Anne Shirley, Graham?
I mean, no. I mean, you kind of hit everything in the nail. And in her new life, it's I'm interested to see what's gonna happen. Next though, I do got something to say about Hotel Inhumans. Bro,
I didn't watch.
Haven't seen it yet.
you didn't
I've been
watch-
meaning to.
oh,
yeah.
I've been meaning to. I haven't seen
I'm
it.
behind one episode, so whatever you want to talk about, Graham, by all means, go ahead.
bro, the death service was so sad, and it's.
Told you he wasn't gonna make it.
I mean, we
Yeah, I
knew
know,
we
wasn't that-
knew he was dead. He said, "Can you?"
No,
guys-
you and
me
Neko
last
you and
episode."
Neko had this little bet or agreement. Or
I told you he was dead, and she
I
said,
did
"Nah,
I say
he's
he
not."
was gonna die or was he gonna live? I don't remember. I gotta watch back. It's been a minute, but
No,
I think I said he was
no,
gonna die.
Neko was the only one I think who
Yeah, Neko said she's gonna live. Wait, what was her bet? What does she owe me now?
I don't even remember the bet.
Yeah, I gotta rewatch.
I need to remind me what she owes me because she's wrong.
She owes me something.
She owes me something.
No, it was probably something with Mude bot. I
It
guarantee.
was probably something with. I think it was. I genuinely think it was.
I think it was Mooney. Oh my god, I gotta rewatch it later. But
Yeah, we gotta-
no,
we
She
gotta-
owes you any.
Pretty sure she lost that bet 100%.
Yeah, she absolutely lost that bet because man, he died, and it was so sad. And they did this whole funeral for him, and man, that letter he left his wife was so great. It was so short, but it was just the exact things that she needed to hear, and it really shook her to her core. And she's like, what good does surprising me now do? And she breaks down crying, and it's really sad. And even the dude who absolutely hates the assassins that he works for, he's like, I guess what I learned from this is that sure, assassins are like bad people or like they're killers for hire, but at the end of the day, there are still people, and even they can fall in love. And it's just like, damn, like it actually hurt. Like it was really sad. It was a good episode though. But man, I'm so sad our boy died, and he died on their anniversary. Like, anyway, the summer Hikaru died. What's up, boys?
I'm not up to date with this one. I'm only behind an episode again.
I dropped it.
So.
I dropped it.
I haven't watched it yet.
Wow, wait,
Haven't
really?
I can't speak on episode 3, but I know
Yeah, yeah.
y'all weren't high on it. either.
No, after the animation. Well, but I'm curious, Graham, did you drop it because you didn't like the episode, or did you just stop getting like it was just not?
The thing is, episode 1 and episode 2, it's just like I don't care, and I don't like the main character. Like, nothing about the main character makes sense to me. I get that, like, he's sad that like his best friend is dead, but that's not your best friend, bro. You know that's not your best friend.
You know it's not, yeah.
And like it would be one thing if he was being tricked and being gaslit into thinking, oh, this is my best friend. Like he's just a little bit different, like
That's
something
been made apparent.
changed. But no, he is absolutely aware that this is a monster, a creature that is not his best friend. And rather than turn him in or try to figure out or try to stop him from killing people, he's like, no, I'm just gonna look the other way because I love my best friend. It's like, bro, it's not your best friend, man. I'm okay with I don't like horror in general, and this, it feels like it's supposed to be horror, and it's supposed to be atmospheric horror. Some people are calling it thriller. I know Neko was, but it's just not at all something I'm interested in. It makes it more apparent every episode I watch. So
Yeah, that seems to be the one. Like, I think I talked about it last week too. Like this, like a lot of people are very split on this one because I feel like people, like I've saw people on a timeline gassing this up, saying it's like one of the best things like this year, and I'm just like, I don't really. From 2 episodes,
yeah,
I don't really get that.
Maybe from a
Like, there's
newcomer's
aspects I like of
perspective.
it.
Yeah, maybe for newcomers, but a veteran, like, bro, I've seen there's so much more better, scarier animes out there that I wouldn't even mind rewatching just to get like some kind of goosebump feeling as opposed to this fucking mid-ass anime.
It's
Personally.
crazy. It's crazy.
That's my thing. Like the character, like I kind of agree with Grumman, at least so far. Like the characters is like I feel like they have done a good job for me personally at like setting up the atmosphere and making it kind of unsettling, uncomfortable.
yeah, and I agree.
Yeah,
It's a
like I
little
like
bit there,
that part
but
of
like
it. Like that's probably my favorite thing, honestly. But like the character wise, I feel like that's where this so far is really like really struggling. I know it's still the dude's body. Like he knows it's not actually him, but it's still the dude's body, and he's still like hanging on to that part of it. Um, but I don't know. Yeah, I was from the trailers and even beforehand, I thought like it would be interesting to kind of explore that, but I feel like it hasn't went, I guess, how I was expecting it to, in terms of that, like it being him, but it not being him. Um, so yeah, I mean, I still need to watch the third episode, but it's one that like I'm not really surprised. I guess people are divided on, honestly. So,
yeah.
but all right, we can move
Do
on now to
do we have
our
any other
main.
honorable mentions
Oh yeah,
before we move on?
yeah. Any more
Anyone
honorable
else?
mentions?
When it comes to drama,
Drama thriller.
drama thriller, will we? Will,
I mean, I was gonna give a shout out to Bunny Girl Senpai.
Okay,
Oh, we
Yeah.
we can move that
is
up
that
there.
not in rom-coms?
that's
I mean,
both.
I don't
It's
think
both.
I don't think it should.
I mean, it's
be
not-
rom-com.
It's more like
I mean, for this specific episode, I guess we can put dramatic if you wanna put in drama. If you wanna do it like that.
Yeah, we might as well. Might as well.
I feel like either really applies on like because it's more drama than anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it probably deserves to be in
That's
drama
fine.
more often
Yeah.
than not because
I don't think
I don't think the rom-com elements are going to be here this season
no.
because I mean the romance is already established. We might get the little acknowledgement to the fact that they're in a relationship, but I think by and large this series is a drama.
Yeah.
So
I don't think you and I are gonna agree with our takes for this episode. Nate, I'm very curious to hear what you have to say first.
How about you start off? You're already on, Nate.
I mean, the thing that I would like, the first thing I was gonna mention with this is my driving because
I was gonna say, bro, I was playing Pop Smoke flexing, bro. I was like, she can fucking drift and shit. Let's go. I was so hyped to see that. She was like, no, I wear the pants and shirt. I'm the captain. You want to go on date with me? No. I take you out on the date. He was so fucking upset. I was like, my boy, you should have been on top of that before if you want to get. But you know what? Let me not even say that. But me personally, I could never. I'm sorry. I would personally get the license first.
I know people, obviously the comparisons between this and Monogatari, right, have been made. But like this episode, that part made me like remember or made me think of Araragi and Senjougahara, like when they would like be in the car together. So like yeah, that was something that I definitely wanted to point out was her like driving and Sakuta's obviously like his reaction to it. And even what Mai was saying, like she was like, I was so bored you wouldn't spend any time with me, so that's why I just decided to go get my license. Like I didn't even want to really get
fucking G.
I was just so bored because you've been busy and you've been out on like he even admitted he was like, yeah, I just kind of went on a date with a girl with just didn't even
what a Chad, my boy, and she took it like that, bro. I could
that's
never.
what I like about them though. Like they know they know they still got each other, right? Like they trust each other. They don't have to worry about that. Like even though he said like yeah, it was a date, like either of them don't really see much into it in that way, right? Which I like between them because they do obviously trust each other. But sadly, Mai hasn't had a lot of focus so far in this in this arc, because we have been focusing on the idol group, which, you know, I've saw some people they're not really high on this arc. So I guess this probably ended Uzuki's arc, because I think now we're gonna get into like the Santa Claus bit. Although she's played a part obviously in this arc with Uzuki, it seems like. So maybe there is more of it. I don't know, but at least for Uzuki, we might not be seeing her as much. I'm not really sure, but she does. It does seem like she's going on this solo path.
I mean, you saw her. She said goodbye, goodbye. I said yes, bye, bitch. We're done with you. Go shoot. I want to see the main girl now. What we're here for? Come on now.
I mean, I will say though, like the performances for the way they animated the singing in the movements and all that, like when they're up on stage and whatnot, like I was very impressed by that, because usually you see that done in like CGI and whatnot, and like it was actually like really nice. I got a kick out of how like it was raining, the equipment like went out, or like they lost power, and then Uzuki was able to like somehow she goes up on stage and the sun comes out and there's rainbows and the freaking the speakers come back on, the lights come back on. I'm like, what is this girl? Like we need to throw her in a shonen anime or something. She just made the clouds part.
Plot armor.
She made the clouds part and turned the power back on from walking up to the stage. I was like, bro, what is this? I got a kick out of that for sure.
It's quite anime.
Yeah, it is anime, but like
I mean, I think that was part of her adolescent syndrome, right? It was like it was her not believing in the performance, so that's why everything turned off. Yeah. I think that's what it was supposed to be, right? And that's why it was gloomy until she finally resolved herself and said, "No, we can do this."
That makes sense, but still, like I did get a kick out of it, because I'm just like, man, like freaking rainbow out here, and it's like, but it does make sense. But you know, I think I mentioned this last week. This part of Bunny Girl Senpai, like, it's not the best content in the series that we've had. It's not the worst. Like it's been solid. I've enjoyed it. I enjoyed this part with Uzuki, but like there are a lot of other characters that I prefer, that I like more focus on. Personally, I've never even really been too big on the idol group, the girls in the idol group. So I don't know how everyone else feels about that. But
except for the sister.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she's cool. But yeah, I don't know if any of y'all have anything else to say about that. Crash kind of made his thing.
Yeah, it like, was mid. I'm just happy we're fucking getting to the point. We're gonna get Tsuruko Kirishima. Finally, we get to see Santa Claus in action and how she's giving out puberty syndrome now to everybody. Yes, if you didn't know, she is the one doing this. We don't know why yet. We'll figure that out. Yeah, I've been waiting just for this part alone. Everything else has been fucking slow. I'm very upset there is no romance. I hope there is some kind of stuff. They're in college. I've been waiting for a minute for shit to go down. And, like, you tell me that was the best I'll get? In high school, we couldn't get anything more than that? Like, come on. But that's just me personally. I'm hoping it gets at least a tad bit better. I don't think it's going to get any more crazier the next episode, but we'll see. We'll see.
Well, I don't think it's a rom-com anymore. I think it's a drama, you know? I think you gotta...
From here on out, yeah.
It's mostly been a drama at the
point. I feel like for most of the years I've known the series, even though I haven't watched, I've known it to be more of a drama than not even rom-com. Like, it was more drama than romance.
I wouldn't even say comedy. I would say straight romance. It's
just romance.
Comedic
drama,
moments.
Drama moments,
yeah.
It's not like your traditional rom-com, right? It's not like how a lot of those are kind of formatted. But anybody else for anything, or can we move on to Clevatess?
Let's move on.
If we're talking about some drama, I think we should talk about Call of the Night first. And let me give you my reasoning why we should talk about Call of the Night.
I was about to say why, because I'm here ready for Clevatess, and I'm like, yo, talk to us.
Hear me out. I think Call of the Night is first because I don't care about it. Wait, hear me out. And also because I feel like we're going to talk more about Takopi, so that one's got to be last.
That's crazy because I haven't even seen the first 3 episodes. That's why I was hoping let's talk Clevatess so I could talk. And then Call of the Night and Takopi, I can't talk. Because I'm like, that would be perfect. So I'm like, cool.
Nah, you can't just drop the bomb on us and just walk away. Like, what did you like about episode 3? It was amazing.
For wait, what? Who did?
Huh?
To call the night. Why? No, I'm saying like Remy, like what?
Crash
Remy
don't
didn't
watch
watch
it.
it.
He didn't even watch it.
it.
So that's why he wants you two, Crash and Nate, to talk about it, so he can walk
Crash,
away or
Crash,
something.
I
Crash, just go ahead. Go quickly, rapid fire. Quickly, rapid
don't know
fire.
what's going on.
No, we gotta speak about this. The detective
no.
went fucking in. She said, "I have your weakness." Fucking slide the glasses on this man. He's about to die. Type shit. Everyone's like, "What the fuck, bro?" She's going down and call the night. Let me tell you right now. So the detective knows how to kind of stop / kill the vampires now. A weakness that we did not see in the previous season. We didn't even consider that could be a possibility because, you know, vampires are OPAF. Come on. How the fuck can you kill a vampire? We just know the basic things, you know, garlic, you know, a staff, stick, stock, what the fuck you call that? Whatever, that stick that's, you know, made out of wood. But there's a new weakness now, apparently, we just found out, which is if you have a personal item of the past before they became a vampire of somebody's, they could potentially get hurt or maybe die. And you see that in the first couple of minutes, so you're like, oh shit, like you didn't even consider that. You had this little moment with these two. I forgot a lot of names. I'm sorry. I'm not really. If you've been watching, you know what I'm talking about. But we have this moment, this little intimate moment between the two vampires. You know, talking about like, you know, don't worry, I'm the, you know, the master who created this vampire, and they're talking about how I'll remember you if you forget me, because you know once you become a vampire, once you get bit, you slowly start to forget the memories of yourself when you're human. And that kind of, you know, hits home for a lot of people. Like no one wants to forget about their past memories of, you know, when it was like 5, 10, 20 years ago. It really sucks. So, you know, the vampire right now, it just got, you know, bitten. It's going to lose his memories eventually. He's trying his best, but he's like, you know, I'm going to try to remember it. And, you know, the master who made him was saying, don't worry, I'll remember it for you. You don't have to worry about that. And I thought that was very sweet. You know, you got to look out for your little ones, your homies. And then you have this little moment where, you know, you got these two, God, I forgot the names again. You guys got to help me out. But the two MCs, the love interests, they are trying to find out.
Ko and Nazuna.
Thank you. Yeah. They're trying to find out. I think Nazuna's past. I think. Yeah. So they're trying to find her past. They find this hospital ID card in her room, and they track it to a hospital where one of her vampire friends is working actually as a nurse, which she didn't know about. And it looks like she knows a little bit more. Yeah, she might know a little bit more than she's letting on, which is a little crazy. I have a feeling she might have been there when she became a vampire herself. I don't know about having that feeling. But she knows more than she's letting on, and she's just for the sake of plot armor not telling us what's up. And then we have the cliffhanger, of course. So that was a little interesting to say the least. I personally been having a blast watching it. I still love the ending OP of this. I don't know why. Fucking. A lot of people saying the intro is, you know, like my co-host Vash will say, like, you know, the intro with the Afrobeats has been amazing. I think it's great, but I've been loving the outro a lot more. I've been literally every fucking time it plays, I've been just letting it roll. Like, I having a great time. Even the cinematic for that too has been fucking amazing. I don't know if I said in the last episode, but it's just watching, like, as if you're driving, going front and backwards, is just to me something that's really like amazing. So I can't wait to see what happens next episode. I literally Call the Night is my top 3 of right now for this season, besides My Dress Up Darling and Rent a Girlfriend for rom-coms. Like, it had hands down.
That said, co-host will say.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, that said, co-host still thinks that song is OP, is amazing, it's still one of the best of the summer season. I know there was an idea or project for us to kind of react to all the openings of the season, but we just never got around to it. But it was definitely one of the top openings of the season, I would say. It's okay to be wrong and say it's not.
I mean, I think our thing has been like, I like the song. It does not go well with the visuals.
Agreed. It doesn't match with the visuals. The song is fucking a banger, a 10 out of 10. But the visuals don't match with the opening. I agree. As a package, it falls off. I'll say like an 8 out of 10 as a full package. But without the package, the song alone. And by the way, Chad, here the opening by itself is an extra 45-second long, and it's a really good part. So really go check it out. Great song, 10 out of 10.
But yeah, for me with this episode, I'm kind of with Crash. Like, this has been, like, I've liked season 1, but I don't know. The start of this season has been really freaking good.
Fucking hate.
I'm enjoying this more than season 1 so far. I hope I can keep it up. But like, like the beginning part of this episode, like the tension with the detective, like you're just like, okay, what the hell is about to happen here? Like it gave you that feeling that like, okay, so, like something serious could potentially happen.
Oh, I never even addressed the elephant in the room, so sorry to cut you off. We even found out who killed the why she's a detective and she's killing vampires. One of the vampires that everyone knows killed, I guess, somebody in her family, maybe her parents or maybe a loved one, and that's why she's doing what she's doing. So that's kind of interesting to say because she is, I think, the vampire who has the most amount of like influencers or like people following her, I guess. I forgot what you call them. It's not children, but
like
she has a lot of followers
or whatever.
Yeah, offspring. Thank you. Yeah, offspring. So I'm very curious to know what she did that made her kill her, or like whatever, like made her want to become the detective and kill all the vampires. I'm very, very curious to know that.
Yeah, but like that scene with her at the beginning, and then the part where she like the way they like visually showcased it, like when she was like stabbing the dude, it looked like repeatedly. Like that, and the stuff with the glasses, like you mentioned, that bit,
yes,
that was like really cool how they did that. So like that bit, and then obviously what Crash was talking about with the kind of intel, potentially like a lead on how to like kind of deal with vampires and dealing with like their past and whatnot. And I feel like I really like this because it opens up a lot of like potential for like character development, especially with Nazuna, which is nice. But then also it has me thinking because like if our boy Ko becomes a vampire, like is he gonna forget about all this time with Nazuna that he spent with her and how they've got a lot closer? Yeah, see, that's like something that I was thinking about because how they've been talking about like how vampires like forget about a lot of the stuff. Like early on, it's easier to like remember certain things, but like as time progresses, like you forget like everything pretty much. So I'm curious, like, if our boy, if he does go that route, like, or are they gonna somehow find I guess, a loophole, or they're gonna find the solution to where that's maybe not the case. I don't know. But yeah, I do like that aspect of it a lot. It's a bit mysterious, but also it was kind of funny too, even like them trying to find bits of her past and whatnot, and talking about like old lovers that she had and whatnot. So yeah, all around, I feel like this episode was like it was a complete package. Like it had that tension, it had some nice action bits at the beginning. It had the interactions we like with Ko and Naza the most. Like they're just a fun duo. But then also we have these mysterious kind of bits now, the cliffhanger, and then we got like this stuff with the past. And yeah, like I said, I just think all around this is a really good episode, and this season has been freaking fantastic so far. So. And I also did like the content with Akun and Kikyo.
Yeah, that's their names. I'm sorry, I forgot their names. Yeah, but you know what I was referring to.
Yeah, I did like that bit too. So I mean, this episode had it all. Honestly, I mean, this season has been.
I can't wait for me to watch it, even though I've been trying to convince one of our other co-hosts here, man got himself in the void, like, hey, can we watch Cover 9? He's like, nah, fuck that shit. I ain't watching no vampires. I'm like, copy.
Alright, no, hear me out. I watched like the first episode of Call of the Night, like season 1. It was so bad.
I agree. I'm here with you. I'm with you. It took me almost 3 days to watch episode 1. It was very slow until the last 2 minutes. That's when it hooked me in. The questioning about like, excuse me. About questioning about what's accepting loneliness, trying to find acceptance between day and night, because some people are nocturnal, some people feel more alive, more awake at nighttime. But it took almost fucking out of 23 minutes of said episode, 25 or 22, what is it, it took me out the 18-minute mark to finally like reel me in. It was slow. I have to agree with Man God here. It was a slow banger of an episode, supposedly banger, that's what I'm saying, slow banger episode to actually hook me in. Haven't seen the last 2 through 12. That's what I'm trying to ask. Man God, hey, can we at least push it together? Push through the wormhole of getting in there.
I don't know. I've heard so many good things about this show, and if I'm gonna be honest with you, that episode 1 turned me off so hard. I just don't care, and I don't like the main girl.
I mean, bro.
Much.
I mean, you gave the shit.
You know what it is?
A couple episodes. You couldn't.
No. I know exactly what it is.
More episodes, bro.
I know exactly what it is.
That you've trudged through, the shit that we've trudged through for however many episodes, bro. Like you could give Call of the Night more than one freaking out.
Agree, because I did watch episode 2, and I was enjoying more episode 2. Like, I started, I just never got around to it. So, hey, there's a possibility. So, chat, let us know. Tell us. Write it in the comment section. Man, God, watch Call of a Night.
And hey, it could have been a thing too. At that moment, at that place, at that time, when you watch that first episode, it just for some reason, like you could revisit it now and it could be different. Who knows?
Yeah.
Like even the future episodes, like you never know.
I know what it is. Let me just take a wild guess, but let me assume, right? You said the main chick you didn't fuck with, right? Yeah, Nazuna. Is it because the voice actress is Soria Amaya, the girl who also does Rent a Girlfriend? Is it that?
Well, I don't care. Unlike you, Rent a Girlfriend is not fucking off my brain 24/7, bro.
I'm like thinking, oh, he probably heard her voice, like, oh hell no, and like instantly fucking turned off, like, nah, cut the shit off. I'm not doing it. Just
anyway, Clevatess.
Appreciate you, man, God. Thank you.
So yeah, this episode of Clevatess, we get the gruesome her standing back up, which is gruesome in its own right, and the bones breaking and snapping, and she.
They did the sound effects. It was weird.
It made me cringe, bro.
Look, I wasn't a fan of hearing the veins pop up. I was not a fan of hearing the bones crackle back into place. I'm like, nah, I don't need to hear the joints. Just show the visual. You don't need to like the sound effects, because now you're just been doing too much. And like, it gets the point across, because what she's going through is agony pain, and she just said herself she doesn't want to go through that again.
Yeah,
and she's going through that again.
Yeah. Oh, she's
as we saw at the end of the episode.
No, well, she might not, because she might fight a Kraken, and she might beat the Kraken, because that's a motherfucker Kraken.
I don't know. She's like, I'm just gonna drown myself. I just gotta like, I know I'm not gonna die. I just gotta endure the pain.
Yeah, endure the pain.
She's like, honestly, drowning is better because I don't have to deal with all my bones popping back into place.
No, but what's crazy is the way she was dropping. It reminded me of our boy Luffy into the barrel. But then once the eyes open of the fucking beast,
I literally said that when I saw her in the barrel. I think I was watching. Was I watching with y'all?
Yeah, we were watching together.
Yeah, I said that. I was like, damn, is she Luffy when she was in the
barrel?
Yeah,
but. It wasn't much of the barrel. It's more of the way they animated the eyes opening while she was falling down. I'm like, how's she gonna fight some big ass fish like that? Like, okay, cool. You know, good luck with that. I don't know how you're gonna survive that, but good luck with that shit. Obviously, she's most likely gonna win. Just, I'm curious to know how's that Kraken gonna fight. Like, most likely, my guess, the Kraken's gonna get out and gonna absorb all the water, and then she's somehow gonna get the weapon. That's my assumption.
Hmm. The thing that I go ahead.
No, go ahead, brother.
No, I was just gonna mention about Nell, how
yeah,
same. I feel like in most shows, right, we would have saw Clen, we would have saw, you know, our main character come in and save first. Nell, right? You know, save the day, but that's not the case. Bro just didn't even really give a fuck, honestly.
Yeah,
he's like, ooh,
I didn't expect her to be dying.
Yeah,
like my thing is, isn't it bad that she died? Like.
Yeah, he needs her. She's gonna live somehow.
But the thing is, how's a breast milk gonna still reproduce?
Exactly.
That she died, and that's the thing. I was trying to. I'm like, my guy, even though you don't know human, you need her with the milk breast for the baby to suck on the milk breast. like my guy, you don't understand human biology, but still.
I mean, like, and you also gotta think, like, if she's dead, like. I know that our main girl is alive, but she's not, right? She's a corpse that is being possessed, right? Yeah. If you do the same thing to Nell,
her milk will be toxic.
I don't
breast milk,
I don't think it would work the same.
No, it's gonna be toxic. Which who knows if that will affect the baby? The baby might get some powers now by drinking the. Oh my god! Bet you that's how the baby gets powers. Imagine, imagine some toxic. That's crazy. Imagine some toxic blood cells from Noelle inside the milkers to come out for the baby. The baby might come out with some powers. And yeah, I'm gonna go along with that.
The baby does have the royal blood or whatever too. So
yeah,
it's gonna be a mixed baby now.
Yeah, I don't know.
I kind of thought that she was gonna live, like you said. Any typical shonen, that girl would not have died.
I thought I'm not sure if the hooker is the name, is the right terminology for it. The girl that is in the bar, that is the only girl in the bar, that kind of is the hostess. Yeah, the hostess, I guess.
She's a hooker.
I thought she was gonna die because the way she was speaking, like, how do they say they're gonna let you out? I'm the one that should have been out. Like, she felt jealous, she felt envy, so I thought she was gonna die. I'm like, oh, did she die? But no, she didn't.
But yeah,
I mean,
dude, man, go ahead, Nate.
No, I just feel like Nell has to, like, I don't know how it's gonna happen.
Coming back.
Yeah, like she has to live somehow. Like, you know, she has to be the wet nurse somehow. I don't know if it's gonna be this through the same means we saw, like how that would even work. If
well,
you know,
at the moment she has no arms or legs, so it's like, well, she has no arm or leg because she lost 2 of them. So yeah,
maybe we see some kind of new ability or something with Glenn. I have no idea, but yeah, it would have been like this would have been the time where, like, I know we said like this is how it usually goes in shonen stuff and whatever, like the hero, whoever would come in and save her, like, but this actually was a legitimate time where freaking Glenn should have came in and saved her, because obviously like her as the wet nurse, like you need that for the baby. So, and that's been Glenn's priority, has been the baby. So like, what are you doing? So yeah, I'm curious to see how this is gonna go. I've been enjoying this a lot. You know, kind of itching that dark fantasy.
Agreed. We'll explain.
That itch, that fix, giving us that fix, which we don't really get a whole lot. At least like good ones, decent ones. Even. Yeah. Like decent, is fine with me. But like we've been getting stuff like, what was the one from like last season or 2 seasons ago that I think we dropped? It was so bad.
Fucking it came up on the bot. That's why I remember.
Ube Blot.
Thank you.
We don't speak about it.
Like we get stuff like that. That's what we get.
Which was mid as hell, honestly.
Yeah, like this has been pretty good. Like I've been enjoying this more than I thought I was going to, honestly.
Okay, for sure. It's actually quite.
I'm just curious to know what's the next episode like, because we know she's gonna slay the dragon or slay the kraken. So I'm just curious to know how we're gonna go with that transition.
Yeah, I think we may be seeing 2 new. I mean, depending on what happens with Nell here, like we could see maybe a new ability, something new from Clan, and then with the sword and all that, and whatever comes out of that, we could be seeing, like, I guess some new power, some new cool stuff, kind of unleashed potentially in the next episode. So, yeah, so far so good for Clevatess, I would say.
Yeah, I don't got much else to say for that one.
The meat and potatoes, right?
What we're here for, the main course.
The main course of the drama. You know what? Maybe she's a little bit manipulative. I'll give you.
I told you guys she's the fucking gaslighter, but
she's a little bit manipulative.
But can you blame her? Is my thing. Like, honestly, this is one of the most uncomfortable animes I've had to sit down and watch, and I say that in a good way, because like I want the best for everyone, but I think for the first time ever in my life, I can't root for anybody, because there's literally the story's not gonna end in a good way for nobody at all. There's just what really can you tell to somebody who's like, but is she gonna be okay? No, I don't think at all she's gonna be okay. So
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, at this point, I'm gonna be real with you. I think Happy is gonna leave. I think Takopi's gonna leave. I called him Happy, bro.
Happy? You mean Takopi?
I think Takopi's gonna leave, and I think Takopi's gonna go to Big Ben in his house, in his home planet, the clock tower, and he's gonna go back in time. I think that's what's gonna have to happen here. I think I'm gonna call it. I don't think that it is a bait and switch. I don't think the OP is a bait. I think we're going into the past to fix things. I think Takopi's gonna take a round 2, an actual round 2, and try again.
From everything that
from everything. Yeah, because now he knows about the home situation. I think we're gonna get like an episode or 2 to learn a little bit about our other boy. Well, I mean, I guess we've already learned about it, but I think Takopi has to learn about it somehow. Which I'm guessing he's gonna crash and burn here soon, because he's not in a good way. I feel so bad for this boy. He's really not in a good way right now. He's gonna end up crashing and burning. He's gonna end up faltering, and then I think Takopi's gonna take everything he learned and retry and actually retry, give it one good last go where he's gonna like talk about the troubles, he's gonna tie the ribbon around their pinkies, and they're gonna understand each other, and they're gonna actually become friends. I think that's the only way this is gonna get a happy ending, and I think we're in for a happy ending. I think we're front loaded on sadness. I think we're gonna get a happy ending. That's me.
You really think out of everything that's going on that there's gonna be good out of this?
Dude, they gave us.
It does sound too good to be true, but
Yeah, that's my.
The thing is, no. It's a writing technique. They gave us the gun. What's it called? There's a writing technique where if there's a gun on the wall, if the author specifically mentions that there's a gun on the wall, then the gun has to be used at some point in the story. And Takopi told us off rip that there's a clock tower in his home planet.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
you go back in time. It's a writing technique. There's no way the author gave us that, and that's not what's gonna go back in time, right? I genuinely believe Takopi's gonna go back in time and he's gonna fix everything. I think that we're in for a little bit more sadness before that, but I have to be positive, you know.
I want to disagree. I'll just say real quick, right? Like, we gotta address also the elephant in the room, the main like point of the last episode, which was with Naoke. I have never seen a kid struggle as much as him, and everyone struggles in their own way. As a little kid,
Chekhov's gun. It's a Chekhov's gun.
There's somehow some way you can relate to this kid, and everyone strives to be the very best, but as an older brother, me personally, I felt like such a piece of shit because I have not been the best brother to my little brother. Honestly, shout out to you, Jeff, if you watch this. I love you so much, but I have never been a good older brother to him. I've always looked out for myself, and that's really a damn shame. If I could turn back time and be more of a closer brother, like this brother is in this show, I aspire to be like this boy right here, like top of his class, girlfriend, part-time job. I think it was scholar is what they called, or I forgot the name. Like, he's very good at what he does. A prodigy. He's a prodigy at what he does, and a lot of people would like to be like that, But sometimes when you're like the younger brother, like with Naoke, sometimes you just draw the shorter stick, and you can't just be like him, and that's fine. Sometimes brothers work in different ways. You help each other out to make the best out of any situation, and that's what I took away from that. Like, be like the older brother. If you got something on your chest and you want to talk about it, don't be afraid. Like, don't be jealous, don't be envious. Like, just because your parents want you to be the very best and maybe you can't, doesn't mean that I, as the older brother, feel the same way. The older brothers are always not going to be the same as parents. We're going to think differently. We're going to act differently towards our younger siblings because we were taught to take on the responsibility to watch over them. I was never told that. So I never couldn't give a fuck. But that brother, bro, that's the go. That man said, you can tell me whatever you want. Don't worry about it. He was about to go to the fucking police station with evidence in hand and everything. Like, just take me in and everything. And that hug, I almost, on God, teared up a little bit. I was like, man, you know what? I should probably come out, bro, and just apologize for being such a piece of shit, brother. Like, I got to be better. But like, the anime is touching emotionally where it shouldn't. I haven't felt that way with a lot of animes in a long time. So if you really want to relate to what anime in that aspect as like, you were a kid and you wanted to be the best, but you couldn't, but your siblings was, this is the right episode to watch because that's where it hit for me at the very least. And I personally think Kuze, she's gonna probably die. I think the next episode where they go to Tokyo, I think it's gonna be like a left field kind of thing where it's like bad things gonna happen to her in ways that I don't want to say here in this podcast, but just I'm thinking the worst that's gonna happen to this girl. And Takopi's gonna see all this.
She was already ready to take her own life before. Like,
yeah,
she goes to Tokyo and finds out that Chappie ain't there. Chappie's not alive. I mean, I don't know, bro. But also, it's not a good look on her as well that she's leaving in the
Yeah,
middle
yeah.
of this whole thing going.
This investigation.
She's someone who is
She's a
involved.
suspect.
She's a person of interest.
Yeah.
So like for her to just leave like is not a good look. I know like Ozma is, you know, he's kind of dealing with this right now in terms of like him. That's been thrown out there, right? Him going and turning himself in. She's a
saying it's not him, but I think he's being like played type shit. Which is when I first heard that, when I heard the neighbors saying that or whatever, like, you know, the subtitles, but like you can assume like, you know, background character MC, we're saying like, oh, they don't think it's the kid, they think it's somebody manipulating him that is that person, and everyone's pointing. I genuinely like, damn. Even the community knows it's not him. That's how you know that's some OG shit. And I don't know if it's because the mom is a doctor and she's really well known in the community, or it's just because he's just really too like it's out of left field that it's just impossible for him to do that. But like that's just crazy for me to just assume like even everyone else in the community is like, nah, it's not him. It has to be her. Who else but the daughter of a whore that lives here with us? Like that's just fucking mind-boggling to me, son. And like I just feel so bad. Like I want the best. But like when you are a kid like her who has been bullied, who has been physically abused, mentally scarred, who has lost everything, right? I tell people, and this is kind of dark, I don't really want to go really too deep into this because it might affect a lot of people, but I tell a lot of people who, you know, deal with depression or even, you know, suicidal tendencies, like, you know, like tomorrow's another day, you can hang, like give positivity and hope and just be there for those around, you know, to whoever you can. But when you're somebody like this character who has nothing left to live for, right? My first thing in my head when I look at her is, what the fuck can I tell you that will make you see tomorrow? And honestly, to God, I have no fucking answer. I have nothing.
I mean, her last hope was Chappie, was the dog, and she thinks the dog is still alive, or she has hope that the dog is still alive.
Ignorance is bliss sometimes, and that's so, like, yikes to me. Like that's really all I can say.
Like, when she goes
yikes.
to Tokyo and does not find that dog, I mean, who knows what the hell is gonna happen? But no, this content with Ozma I've really liked. I mean, it hit just on so many levels, especially like the stuff with his brother at the
end. Junior the GOAT. I'm sorry, I gotta say, Junior the GOAT.
I mean, just to have him right in his corner, just to hear him out, no matter what the hell is going on right now. Like he doesn't know obviously what he's going through, but just to lend that hand essentially, right, to his brother, to someone he loves, obviously, to family. Like, I loved that aspect of this episode, especially after all the shit that Ozma's, like the pressure that he's been put under by his mom, and now he's being put under pressure by Shizuka, and he was just trying to help out. Bro was just trying to help out and be a good person from the beginning of this all. So he does not deserve any of this shit. Like, right, with his mom, with Shizuka, with, you know, the situation that he's in now. So after all this, to have, you know, the brother be there for him when he probably felt all hope was lost and that he had no one, right? And I know I loved it. I love that part with Junya and him at the end. I mean, the direction, the animation, just everything in this episode, man. Like, this is one of the ones I feel like at the end of this year, I'll be coming back to this episode in particular. Like, this was one that really, really stood out to me. I mean, so far this year, like, this is an episode that's definitely stood out to me a lot for a lot of various reasons, like the story elements, the character elements, but also like just how it looked. I mean, like, you don't see a lot of TV anime look like this. Like, honestly,
it's only 6 episodes, but it's not even crazy. Like, the only big thing you're gonna see is the action sequences when Marino's beating up, you know, Kuze. So it's like, you know, like, besides that, it's just fluent. It's just like you see every day whole life happening.
Yeah, it's just like a lot of the stuff like that I like is like, even when he was in the classroom, right? And he's like, you get the first person perspective when he's like looking down at his paper, and then he looks up at the teacher, like just shit like that. Is stuff that I really, really like. There was so many like in this series so far, honestly, but really in this episode especially, there was like a lot of like even the perspective like from under his desk when it's like looking up at him and you see him like he has like that crazy like look on his face. There was this, I don't know, there was a lot of
no, it you know what it is? I personally have been looking for a very good psychological anime, and a lot of people can really talk about like, you know, the best thing they've seen like back in the day was like something like Death Note or like Talentless Nana or something like that. But like me personally, like I have been looking for that itch where it's like I want to feel again uncomfortable, but in a good way. And this anime is I came in there no expectations. I'm like 6 episodes is gonna be right where the first episode I'm like, after just watching that, no context, I'm like, this is gonna be one of like the greatest animes people will talk about for a very long time because nobody has, and I'm gonna say this really lightly, the balls to really go in and speak on this because we have all been scarred in somehow, in some way, type, shape, or form, in our childhoods through bullying. But to what extent can a child go through, mentally, when we're not even all there in the head? We're still growing to be adults, to actually, fundamentally understand kind of life. And even then, we don't really know that. To be like, yeah, like I can take this kind of mental abuse or physical abuse for so long, like that. No one really brings up or talks about, even anime. Like they'll say about it jokingly, but not to this extent. And I think the people who have both made this manga and this anime have done a tremendous job showcasing that to us, where we all feel nostalgic, we feel related, and we also feel for the characters. Like there's not one single person in this show where I'm just like, I feel either sorry for, I feel bad for, or I really hope for the best for them because you don't want nothing bad happening. Like even the mom for Kuzie, even though she's being talked about as like this whore, as a mom, like I'm pretty sure there's more to her story than anything, and I would like to know more about that in a way. Like, like we can't blame our parents for what they are or what they've done, you know what I mean?
I think a lot of the mom's tendencies are coming out in Shizuka, like from how mom's
been the gaslighting is from how the mom's been described,
like, what Shizuka's doing to our boy right now, like is the same, like
fucking yeah, bro.
So she's only taking, like, she's a kid, right? She's taking what she sees from her parent, and she's replicating that essentially.
Manipulation at its finest.
So like, it's sad, it's just there's a lot of broken characters, broken homes in this series. We don't even have that many characters realistically, but we got a real one out here like Junya, right? Just trying to look out for his bro, trying to,
one character that's actually positive and good. I will take that, bro. Out of everybody that's been down, I'll take this.
And also, he said them pancakes were shit, bro. Them pancakes.
Bro, that's a real brother. I would never say that, bro. In front of my mom, bro, I could not.
I was like, bro, the pancakes weren't even good.
Bro, that was the best line of the whole thing. Like, dude, honestly, those pancakes were ass, bro. They fucking sucked.
She's like,
what? You are not missing anything,
bro. You wilding. Shit was mid.
He's like, bro, they look good, but they fucking
shit was mid. It was wild to me, bro.
It's so funny. No, okay, I'm gonna say this. I want to know what your guys' take on this is. Okay, personally, in my opinion, I don't think that the main character has done anything wrong.
I mean, what she's doing to Azuma right now is kind of wild, bro.
But I don't think it's wrong. Hear me out. I don't think she knows. I don't think she knows what she's doing. I think she has her single focus on what she wants to do. She hasn't been taught what's right or wrong. She hasn't been taught anything. She doesn't have a parental figure. She has nobody. So, and even the people at school, they're basically okay with her being abused, like consistently in front of them. So I don't think she's doing anything wrong. I think she is genuinely ignorant. I think she just doesn't know that it's bad, that what she's doing is bad. She's like, why don't you just like, because we didn't do it, so why don't you go and tell them what happened? Like, I can't do that because I want to go see Chappie, so I'm going to go find Chappie. But like, you could do this for me, you're hooking me up, right? I don't think she knows that she's manipulating him. I think she's just trying to get what she wants. I think that because she is so young and because she has had no figure in her life to guide her, I don't think she's doing anything wrong. Or at the very least, I don't think we can blame her for doing anything wrong.
I mean, yeah, you can't really like.
No, I know. Like, you're right.
Or like my thing would be is that like. She hears the way people talk about her mom, right?
Well, yeah, but she doesn't know what's actually going on.
Yeah, but she hears and people tell her what her mom is doing is wrong, and like she's all that, and if she's getting these kind of like tactics or like doing this kind of shit from her mom,
I don't think like, that she is, right. I don't think she's doing stuff.
I think her mom is rubbing off on her. Sure.
But her mom doesn't do it at home. That's the thing. If her mom was bringing men home or whatnot,
I believe that she
house.
does bring some people home. Where it's not like told about, but it's implied, I guess.
I don't think she does. I don't think she goes home but to sleep. I'm gonna be honest. Looking at that house, I think she is largely alone all the time.
I mean, I've only seen like two
sleep,
scenes in the crib when she was sleeping with Chappie. I think it was the first episode too. If you see the inside of like her living room,
Yeah,
it's literally like a futon on the
when-
floor, and that's it.
Yeah, when Suzuka like in episode 1 or episode 2 when she hung herself, it was
first episode,
Takopi who found her. It wasn't her mom.
The mom, yeah, it wasn't anybody
And
else.
that was a day later. Like Takopi found her a day later. Like it's not
Was it a
like
couple hours? It was only a couple hours.
He waited. He waited for like a day. He's like, okay, let's go see what's gonna go happen now. And yeah, she was never there. Like I think we're giving the mom too much credit. I think the mom is never there. I think she's there to sleep and that's it, and she leaves. Like that's what it seemed like to me. I don't know. Maybe
My thing though is like if so. I don't want to go too deep into this because like really I'm low key not going anywhere else with this question, but it's like if I was a mom and I'm also for the streets, like then why even bother going back to my daughter? You know what I'm saying? Like, cause like you're not wrong. I know what you're saying.
Like, some of her tendencies and the way she acts like has to be like some of her mom has like the way it has to rub off on her somehow. Like the anime maybe hasn't showcased that, like because we barely saw the mom.
yeah.
But like you would just think that okay, over time when the mom has been home, if she has had dudes over or whatever the case is, like that some of her mom's actions, even like when she's been at home, like even if there hasn't been a dude over, like if she's been on the phone, if she's been talking to whoever on the phone, or I don't know whatever the case may be, right? Certain things probably have rubbed off on her, I feel like. And like that was, I guess I agree with you for some of the things you're saying. But like that's what I was just saying, like my counter, like something I would say is that like, okay, people talk about her mom negatively all the time. So like if she kind of knew, maybe she doesn't really know, it's just like an instinctive thing where she's like kind of acting like her mom a bit in certain aspects, like she would think or like know that that's wrong based on what the students have been saying about
I mean,
her mom.
okay, but that's the thing. Everyone shit talks her mom. Nobody, like, she's never had anyone say good about anybody. Like, she gets shit talked and she hasn't done anything. So in her mind, why does it matter what they're saying about her mom? They're shit talking her. She's done nothing. She's just being there.
Now
Like,
I agree with Grem. I know what you're saying now. Yeah, no, you're 100% right. Like, I was gonna say something, but no, I see what you're putting down. Yeah.
Like, why do you believe anything anybody says if you're being shit talked for existing?
Yeah.
Like she's not doing anything.
Why bother with the kid? You know, the kid is innocent. The kid doesn't know better. It's literally a couple years old. It's learning to be something in this fucked up world of ours. You know what I'm saying? Like the world's evil. The world's always gonna have fucked up things to talk about.
You can't really blame like. I mean, I don't know, bro. Like
it's a controversial anime. No, he's not wrong.
No, you could say the same thing for the blonde-haired girl then, though.
No, I think the difference is that she was targeting somebody for no good reason, and like she was going to kill
like
her.
That's
there.
physical abuse, but like,
no, yeah, Marina's wobbly for doing that.
But
this is more mental.
Abuse,
from our girl to Azuma, like that is more like it's still a form of abuse. Like
I agree, but I think physical abuse is more like it is something that more people say that is bad. Like I think in the world you would know, hey,
yeah, but emotional abuse could be worse.
No, I agree. No, I agree. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm saying we don't get taught that emotional abuse is wrong. We don't get taught what emotional abuse is.
That's like
right
perception. Yeah.
Like the thing is, I don't think our girl knows she's being emotionally abused by her mom. I don't think she knows that all of this is emotional abuse on top of the physical abuse. I think she just hates being alive because she's getting beat for doing nothing. She's getting hated on for nothing. Like she doesn't realize that her manipulation is also a form of abuse, right? She's just like, hey, I need this to be done and I don't know what to do. Like I didn't do anything wrong. I want to go find Chappie. Can you and you said you could take care of this for me, so can you take care of it for me? And I think until the very last, like one of the last lines of the entire episode, where she sits there and goes, so he's not going to help us anymore either. I think you could have given her the benefit of the doubt. I think we still can. I don't think she's evil.
I
is
mean,
what I'm
I
trying
can't
to
really
say.
blame a lot of characters,
No.
especially like they're just a lot, obviously broken homes. I mean, the pressure the mom
Right.
was putting on Azuma, like terrible parenting.
Horrible.
You know,
Dude, that's
yeah,
emotional abuse at the
Yeah,
peak.
Marina's
Yeah.
Marina's situation at home, we saw that, and obviously Shizuka. Like all three of them, they've all
they're all from
the
broken
sins of our
homes.
fathers is the best word I would say for this whole situation, because literally the parents are to blame on this. And like, I mean, I'll speak from my personal experience. I won't speak for other people, like, to relate to this. Fucking
Honestly, bro.
when you get parents who divorce really quickly, it's really hard to be like, why like you want, you know, parents to, you know, stick together and just be, you know, as a kid you understand, like, you just see love in the beginning, like, okay, cool, it lasts forever, and nothing lasts forever sometimes. So when you're young, you're like, why would you guys shift apart? And I guess, like, for Marina, it's like it ties in kind of with, you know, with Kuze and how her mom kind of like is hanging around with, you know, Marina's father kind of. And it's crazy. It's like you're gonna beat up her, right? But what the fuck is that gonna change? Nothing. The dad is not gonna come back, because he likes what the streets are putting out. She likes when fucking Kuza's mom shakes her ass for this man, because, you know, he be buying her fucking, you know, meals and taking her out and shit like that. But now for, you know, for Marina's mom, hell no. She'd be like, yo, why you out so late? Or why you do this and that with this other chick? You know what I'm saying? Like, and as a kid, you don't understand that. You're just trying to learn and understand, but you don't have a full grasp. And you're seeing that literally in real time in this anime. And it's, I don't know, like, I don't want to spend too much time on this because I know we have a lot more anime to talk about, but like, I agree with Grem, honestly, for the most part.
Good discussion though around this.
Yeah, no, Grem, you cooked,
we
honestly.
knew it was gonna happen, though. We knew it was.
I think you I was about to say something different, but like the way you brought it back and said like that perfectly, yeah, like I can't blame
I can't blame her. Like, yes,
no, I never even thought she was evil by any means. I felt so bad. I genuinely feel bad for her, and I really hope
the viewer can say it's wrong.
Yeah,
what she's doing, but
remember, it's a kid's perspective. Do they know right from wrong yet, or are they still learning? That's what we need to like. This anime really is
she
just
knows how to get what she wants, and she just wants to not be there. And I don't think she understands, because in her mind, she's got to think, this girl has been torturing me, and I don't care that she's dead.
I got another question for you, bro. Like,
right?
I know we need to move on, but I was gonna say, like, she's given the murder weapon to Azuma. Like, can you go turn yourself in? Like,
bro, I guess
you don't think she sees anything wrong with that?
I don't
like
think
after Azuma's been helping her and has been doing everything for her, been there for her, to put it on him. You don't think she thinks there's anything wrong with that?
I think that she just wants him to explain it, because like she knows that she didn't do it. She knows that she's been getting tortured by this girl.
She has to know the repercussions
to not
this.
be there.
Yeah.
But for what? She didn't do anything. That's what I think.
No, that someone died. Like, she has to. I guess you're saying that, like, technically,
I think she just doesn't care. She didn't kill her. She didn't do it. She was just there when it happened, and she's like, "Okay, I want to go find my dog now." Like, she doesn't care. And I think that's the saddest part about this whole thing, is that she actually just doesn't care. Like, there's no recognition that, oh, somebody died. She's like, no, my tormentor is gone, and she's just happy.
Yeah.
She doesn't care that a life is gone. She just wants what she wants. Like, she's like, I'm happy about this. Like, and that's the most messed up part about it, is that she's genuinely just happy. She's like, good. Like she said, it's magic, and she was so happy. She like even Takopi was a little bit turned like, oh, I don't know if you should be happy about that. And she's like, why? Like, you saw what I was going through. I am so happy about this. And I think that's kind of the thing, you know?
Yeah.
I'll just leave it with this as like a ending note. Go Graham, before I end it.
I was gonna say, I think that's just the sad part about it, is that she is so ambivalent. She doesn't care, and she's happy.
Yeah.
That this horrible thing has happened.
Do you think we're gonna see her mom in Tokyo?
No. I don't think we're going to Tokyo. I don't think we're going to Tokyo. If we are,
she's not even gonna make it there.
If we are, it's gonna be a quick little, oh, by the way, your dog's dead, and then she's gonna like
Yeah, that's
I think
one thing she's been holding on to. So like when she realizes
Right.
that thing ain't there anymore, what the hell is gonna happen?
Yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna get a repeat of episode 1, and Takopi's gonna leave the planet and reset time.
I think we're gonna see Japan, but we're gonna see some really, really dark shit in Japan. I don't know why. I'm worse. I'm thinking for the worst right now. I think this kid is gonna be more.
I'm telling you, I'm thinking the girl's gonna fucking repeat episode 1, bro. Like, how much darker can we get?
Oh, see, you're asking the right questions, my boy. How darker can we get? And that's 5 is gonna show us that. I'm sorry, episode 4 is gonna show us that. How fucking darker can we? If not 4, episode 5. Like from here on out, it's gotta get worse. Like, how could it get better? How?
That was. Hey, you know what? You know what, bro? That's a good question. We will figure that out next week. But it's been half an hour. We've been talking.
Yeah, and I'm sorry. It's fucking Takopi had.
And I see Boss Man over there looking at it, going, "Can we move on?"
I mean,
This
this,
is
this,
his
section,
ISEKAI.
this is his section next.
Yeah, this is all his. From here now, Crash is quiet. Hispanic winner's gonna be quiet. This is all you guys hear now.
Wait, your turn.
Boss is
It's
here.
the category. Go ahead, boy.
That's crazy. For chat, you guys haven't seen me for the past 30 minutes or haven't heard me because I just haven't seen. So I'm just been doing other stuff, laptop stuff, quick research stuff. So hey, I'm back. I'm still here on the show. But where's SEKAI Fantasy? I just want to give a big shout out to Mangar Grem because he kept trying to push one show, even though I haven't seen Takopi. So that's on me. I just haven't made the time for it. But I did make time for my long titles and fantasy and the SEKAI series because this one is not a long title, but it's called New Saga. I want to give props to Mangard because of him. He got me. I'm not sure if it's hooked because I did binge it 3 episodes, and maybe if there was 12, maybe I would have just binged all 12 right away. But those 3 episodes, I love time travel shows. I just want to, if anybody don't know already by the trailer or by the concept of the first episode, it's a time travel show where they're changing the future of what has happened, going back in time to have a new branch in the timeline. That's all I could say. And I love that if anybody haven't seen Loki, or if anybody hasn't seen any time travel shows like Back to the Future and many others, that concept has always been interesting.
The most important one, Steins Gate. Sorry, go ahead.
Haven't seen it, but that's a good shout out.
He was gonna say it.
Hey, that's a good shout out. That's a good shout out. Haven't seen it, but couldn't. But glad you did. Overall, New Saga, highly recommend for anybody to go watch it. Please do, because it is honestly really entertaining with what it has been showing to me as a fan. And I'm really hyped for the new episode. I think the new episode like on Thursday. Fuck that. That's like so far from now. No, Wednesday. Actually, Wednesday. Wednesday at 1 p.m. I need that shit right now. Like that's like one of the shows I'm honestly looking forward week to week. Mega, you want to add anything? Because I assume you and me are the only ones watching it.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I love that there's not enough isekais where the people in, especially if you're possessing a body that already had somebody in it before, like these isekais where you're like, oh, I am now this 5-year-old or whatever, or I am now inside the body of this 16-year-old that has been living for 15 years before I was here. There's not enough of these anime that the main character's family or friends sit there and go, no, this ain't right. You ain't who I know. Like, what's
they're not
going
stupid,
on?
and I love that. Like, they don't play like, oh, let's just go along with it. But they acknowledge it, but go along with it because they still trust her. Because like the mom's line was perfect when she saw him in the first episode and was like, "You look mature.
You sound older.
You sound older." And I'm like, yes! The mom even noticed it, like, oh, I haven't seen him in a couple of days. But then even knowing him that he hasn't seen the current son in a couple of days, she seeing him for the first time in a couple of days and seeing that in a second. She literally had like a 2-minute conversation with him and was like, you look different. You're acting more mature.
That's not my kid. Something's going on here.
I love that. It felt good to see that.
And yeah, like his best friends, both of them said they confided in the elf because the elf asks, and they sit there and both go straight up like, look, we know something's going on. We know he's hiding something. We just trust him. Like he's different, but he's still the same person.
Yeah.
Like if he was a different person, we'd call him out and we wouldn't trust him. But no, he is the same person. We can tell that, but something happened. And so we're just going to trust him until he tells us something. And I think there's not enough anime. Look, I love Mushoku Tensei. Mushoku fucked up. Why does nobody question Rudy? Is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Why does nobody ever question Rudy? That's all I'm saying.
And that's one thing I appreciate about New Saga. It's been good. It's a lot of setup right now, a lot of building the party, so nothing more crazy to talk about other than the concept. But the most hilarious thing is that I love it. I love how he cheated. That's all I'm saying. I love how he cheated. It went up. Just told her like, yeah, we didn't do all that shit. I'm sorry, we don't got time for that. Look. Just
the best
look.
Part. Oh, that was so good.
Just read my memory, and you'll catch up. I love how she did it. Like, I see.
So
I see.
It was so good. All right, we're gonna clear this dungeon, okay? But isn't this gonna be very dangerous? Yeah, which means we're not gonna do that. Fuck that. We're gonna dig there. Why? Because I know how to get in. I know where the treasure chest is. It's right there. Just dig. Oh, okay, sure. We're in now. All right, now you guys look. Lot of treasure. Woo!
And let's slowly walk away.
All right, quick. I'm gonna go get what I'm actually here for. Hello. Hi, you have come into my safe. Now shut up.
Bitch, shut up. Yes.
We didn't do any of your tests. Are you okay with that?
No.
Okay, look, I'm gonna complete the final test. Are you ready for that?
No.
If you fuck up, you're dead, right? Yeah, it's fine. You'll get it. Touches the sword and she goes, I see. Okay, I understand. You can pull the sword out.
I love that.
You can have it.
And also her literally just go through the memories to just literally understand, but also herself be confused about it, but also is interested in the branch timeline. Like, oh, again, chat, wholesome, great, not anti-crazy, thought-provoking, but thought-provoking in a way with the concept of branch timelines, travel, how would that work now that you're like, I just love those things. So I'm curious to see if they're going to keep this way or they're going to go. I'm really enjoying the show. I'm having fun.
I can't wait. I really want Memory's opinion on this.
Same.
So
I've been telling him. Man, God, I've been telling him for you.
Talking about it. I thought he'd been talking about it that he's gonna catch up.
He said that he's interested. He's interested. Yeah. Like, you know, he's gonna try, but it's hard to believe that he's gonna add another show to his, 40 lineup.
He might dabble in it one day.
I'm hoping because knowing his cup of tea, I know he's gonna be intrigued to it. So that's why, like, I have trust that he will enjoy.
But anyway, I digress. The water magician. I don't got
another good ISEKAI. No.
I mean,
it's the same concept because he even noticed it in this episode. Okay, so we're going by 24 hours. We have curry. So he understood that somebody else came back. He noticed the little small things. Even our party guy, his new friend and everything, he is kind of noticing that he's not from around here and he's questioning things, but he's kind of going along with it because he trusts him and he saved his life. So he's just giving him the benefit of the doubt. So smaller concept into it, but it's not too crazy.
Because it's not like they knew him beforehand.
Yeah.
And so it's completely it's not at all the same thing in my opinion. But I mean, I get what you're saying.
But also him living in in the outskirts, also talking about another magician from 300 years ago or something. So that must be the person that came from the different like Earth and everything. So most like this one, we had the wind magician. I think that's what he was called. So he's the water magician, where he's gonna be also the OP one. So, and I love how he's fire guy.
Inferno, yeah.
Inferno. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Also, I just love how he told his party members, and they can't believe it. Like, nah, you lie. We don't believe you. He's like, bro, I saw what I saw. Like, nah, you are crazy. Nah, we don't believe it. Like, bro, okay, cool. But I'm sure he's not gonna go to the other kingdom, and then that's why. Like, is the reason? Because he don't like their name.
Because of the name.
And I actually looked into that because I was like, why the hell does he not like the name? And apparently the first part, Debu, means fat. And then like he is like, I guess in Japanese, they use it a lot for like a pig noise. So it means like pig kingdom.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, like they're pigs.
So probably only he's supposed to realize that by the name. So that's probably why you don't like it.
Yeah. So it's like a mashup of like fat pig, or like
pig,
like pig kingdom, something like that.
Makes sense in that side.
That's why he doesn't like the name of the kingdom.
Yeah, I actually I knew it sounded similar to something like that.
Yeah, it's not like
Uh,
something disgusting. I just couldn't
Yeah.
figure it out.
So that's interesting that it's specifically that it is just straight up pig fat kingdom.
Yeah, have any
Like,
guess of what rank he would be told, like rank A, rank B? Because he like
I mean,
he has.
he's gonna get D rank, but whether or not like how quickly he's gonna climb is the thing.
Didn't they say there's the high? Like you can only get the highest you can get placed.
Yeah, you
in
get
is
the highest you can get is D, and
When
that's
you
with the
recommend it, yeah,
recommend.
when you recommend it, and then you could go up there. But I'm sure he's gonna be promoted very soon. Because no way, like knowing that the guild master knows, like, yeah, don't worry, I know his strength. You couldn't take, he couldn't help out for shit. So I know it was definitely all you. I'm like, damn. I'm like, damn.
I mean, even like the way they were like gassing up Abel and like how everybody like literally everyone it felt.
Yo,
like
the whole town,
yeah,
the whole town
yeah,
was
like-
stressed, bro.
This
Bro,
guy got some
they
good
were
rep.
hanging off of him, bro. He was
Bro.
there
This
for a
guy got some
second.
god rep, god.
Yo, he has got a rep, bro. I was like,
I mean,
damn.
the fact that our boy is with him is such a like, such a good thing, Like,
Yeah, bro has good
He could've been-
recommendation now.
he could have ended up paired with someone else, and it could have been a lot worse. Like,
True.
but now he comes here and just everybody's all over, dude. I'm just like, and then he throws it out there like, no, this guy's freaking stronger than me. Like, yeah, that was
Yeah, the game master was like, nah, quit
Yes.
joking. He's like, yeah. You want to know why? Look at all these green stones. Look at all these emeralds.
Wait a second. These are very high. Wait, wyverns? These are all wyverns, right?
Yeah.
How
Good
the
reaction.
fuck did you pull that many wyverns? I didn't.
It was this guy.
Yeah, this one has been nice though. I've been enjoying this one.
Same.
Honestly. I am curious about the other like they mentioned the Inferno Magician, and I think they've
Right.
they've
And I
talked
think he's
about,
still
other
alive, right?
people-
Yeah, it
I-
seems that way. I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
and I think they brought up there's other like reincarnated people as well and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think
So-
it was in the trailer or like the synopsis we read that
Yeah,
there's.
so
other
that is something I'm
reincarnated people.
really excited.
Yeah, because
and
thing
we-
is-
I mean, and I think we know for a fact that there's other reincarnated people because of the 24-hour time system.
The curry, the
because
food,
of
the way
curry,
there's a few.
everything around,
Yeah.
and then, yeah.
So it's gonna be happening. It just depends how close, cause there's a few secrets I'm enjoying. Can't wait for the next one about boy dies if we're ready to talk about him.
I'm down.
I read this, so I'm gonna let you boys go. Keep going.
Oh, look. I just want to say my boy died. If anybody don't know what we're talking about, I'm gonna say the full title once and once only. I was reincarnated as the Seventh Prince, so I can take my time perfecting my magic ability season 2. We finally met the second or third sister, or third or fourth sister, and she's on the church, and we have a holy angel that's you know what? The holy angel like a crash. He wants to goon all the girls on Earth, and he wants to meet them. So that's literally the angel, and he had a
what the
fight.
You know what the best part about where that angel is? Imagine one day our little thigh boy wants to like
Yeah, go to church.
do the 5-knuckle shuffle. Imagine one day our boy wants to do the 5-knuckle shuffle. He could either use the hand with a demon on it or the hand with an angel on it.
Oh, that's
That's
crazy.
all I'm saying.
That is true. The angel is stuck on the left hand, and I'm really curious to see how's that gonna go for the next couple episodes. The fight was really good between the angel and our boy
me,
Dice.
I try to not say the fuck me. Damn.
Bro, apart the fact that the angel, like, I was like, when is bro just gonna like get like this guy was not giving up. Like he like I know Lloyd was trying to like break it down. Like that was a part of like he could have ended that shit.
He
like,
could have,
ASAP,
easily.
probably. Yeah. But like the fact that the angels still like time and time again, I was just like, bro, like when the hell is this gonna be over? Like this dude is just not going down. Like a part of me was like, damn, I kinda have to respect it. But
Just a little bit.
yeah, I think the thing that I also would want to talk about besides that is obviously what we saw at the end of the episode with them like crossing paths, and they're kind of hinting at
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh, it was way-
obvious.
was-
Hey, look, the good guy and bad
Yeah.
guy, they're gonna
Yeah.
fight.
In the slow
Yeah,
motion
that's happening
shot,
soon.
bro, the stop motion literally like literally the screen stopped for 3 seconds. Like this is the final boss, and then continue, and then you look at him, and like the suspense before our boy dies came back, and we had them like ready to fight, ready to get murdered, and then he just comes like, "Hey guys, how you guys doing? Everything good?" And just walk away. I'm
You know
like,
what?
bro, you
It's
didn't
like
notice?
It's like those like screens in like TV shows and stuff. And
You what?
like that moment where they go, they did not know that they crossed paths with the serial killer. It was at this moment they knew, you know, like that type of thing. Like it was like they really did that. And like, anyway, he's happy now. Like, okay, whatever. Like, okay,
Yeah, it just happened so fast.
dude.
It was just a lot of Lloyd being Lloyd as usual, right? Like
Pretty much.
he finds something he's interested in, and he's gonna try and break it down, and try to use it to his advantage, learn whatever he can, however he can. So that was definitely on full display with this episode. But it was how they animated it and how it looked. Like it was nice for sure. I enjoyed it.
I am so afraid of how good Lloyd looks when he's in a sadistic mood.
Yeah.
The smile and the creepiness and the way they animate and the way he looks, like he looks so good when he's like locked in. And then when he doesn't give a shit, just the derpy.
Yeah, the derpy. Yeah.
Bro, don't give a fuck. He loses interest so fast.
It's just like complete other ends. Like it's just either like this or he's all the way over here just derp, silly looking.
It was funny. The whole family was like this. Like the sisters like that too. Yeah, exactly. The few unique ones that are obsessed with that one medium of one thing, and then they switch up. So like, okay, so we have the sister. When it's not about music, she doesn't give a fuck.
Bro, she barely knows her brother's name.
Nope. Yep.
She's like, that's my brother. I don't know which one, but that's my brother.
He looks like me. Yeah, that's him.
That's him. That's my brother. Which one are you? I give up. I don't care. Like, okay, fuck. Like, at least Lloyd knows his family's names. Like, damn.
Because he cares.
Kind of.
But I'm curious about the last one we have for honorable mention, because you have Apocalypse Bringer Managara?
Minogatana.
I haven't seen that one. I don't think so. What's that about? Is it good?
Oh, memory. I let you take this away because you're actually watching this one now, right?
Yeah.
I'm watching it, but I don't have much to say. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, okay. He doesn't much to say.
And I know, but you've been the one gushing.
Hell yeah.
Do tell.
Okay, so I love Overlord and I love Slime. This feels like both of those shows put together.
I mean, that is a good mix.
I feel like we're getting the city building and the civilization building from Slime, but with the main character of Overlord. And it's great. Like Rimuru is great and all, but Rimuru was always a good guy and Rimuru was always trying to do good. And Rimuru never thought of it like a game. He kind of thought of it like he just wanted to make a place that could be peaceful for him. Our main character of this show is more like Ainz in the fact that he's like, okay, well, realistically, we need to hide. Why? Because, well, we're evil, so they're gonna come and try to kill us, and that's not very nice. So we're gonna hide. Okay, but what are we gonna do after that point? Well, we're gonna develop, and we're gonna get stronger, and then we're gonna take over the world because we can. And it's like, oh, interesting. So you're not a good guy. No, I mean, I'm playing the evil race. What do you mean? Like, and he still kind of thinks of it a little bit as a game. So they're talking about, well, early game, we should focus on developing our resources, focusing on developing our food source, which the flesh trees. My God, Nate, the flesh trees. What do you think about the flesh trees?
Oh, I didn't even watch episode 3, bro. So you're talking about episode 3, yeah.
Okay, bro, the flesh trees. It's interesting. Flesh trees. That's their food source.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then we also learn that because of his king power, he gradually turns the area that he is in control of and his domain, it turns into cursed ground. I don't know if any of y'all have played any games like StarCraft. it's a lot like the Zerg ground in StarCraft, where once your creep goes and you get control of it, you get more attack speed, you get more defenses, you get health regen just for being in that place. And that's what's happening with the cursed ground. We saw the researchers are all smarter now. We saw that the fighters are all more energized just by being in the cursed ground. So it's really interesting that they get buffs just for being there. But that leads to, again, another Overlord-esque thing where they're gonna have to start terraforming to hide the fact that it's turning to cursed ground. Because cursed ground is very a dead giveaway that there's something here.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have to start hiding it like they did in Overlord. And I think that's interesting, right? It's that we get both aspects of that, because Rimuru never hid, right? Rimuru never hid that he was there. He was just in a very opportune location, and by the time people figured out, basically, right? And once people figured it out, it was like, what are you gonna fucking do about it? Like, you know, and that it seems like we're getting a more Overlord-esque like view on this, where the main character is more cautious and the main character is more like, no, we need to hide. Unlike in Overlord, which is I think why I'm enjoying this a little bit more than Overlord. Like, I love Overlord, please understand that. But I think what's gonna I think what has me having more hope for this series is that he's not OP right now. He's got his one hero unit who is actually the weakest of his hero units, but has the greatest expansion of growth that can happen for her, but she is the weakest. And so they have this hero unit, but I mean, realistically, she's not going to be very good at the moment. She's got to get stronger. She's got to start killing things. And I'm interested if these paladins that are coming, if they're going to meet their quick demise to our hero, and maybe our hero's going to get a little bit stronger. Also, the main character and, of course, our hero have been talking about maybe making another hero, which would be interesting. I'm kind of interested to see, because you would kind of guess that these hero units are going to be the same as like the Floor Guardians from Nazarick. Like, so we're going to get some interesting personalities, some a little bit of psychopathic tendencies, but you know, fun personalities overall. So I'm really enjoying the heck out of this. I really want y'all to talk about it. I really want y'all to watch it. I implore you guys. New Saga is a lot of fun. Apocalypse Bringer Minogahara is a lot of fun. And yes, I'm isekai trash, so I understand that's probably it.
I had while he was talking, I'm actually going through my list, and the title of the series never went from planning to watching, so it never popped up on my lineup, so I totally forgot about it.
Nice.
But now we're here next week.
We're watching anime this season, by the way, too. A lot of us, like, we're watching 30+ animes, majority of us. So it's like I'm not. I mean, if you miss one, I mean, you can't even be mad. Like, we're watching so much anime.
Oh yeah,
There's
of course.
so much things to talk about this season.
But after that, this was our honorable mention. Now we're about to move to our Secrets of the Silent Witch. But before we transition, Crash, go say your goodbyes.
Yes, guys, I apologize. I will have to leave early tonight. But I thank you guys again for having me here on the podcast. I want to thank my co-hosts for having me here. Keep watching Rent a Girlfriend. It's still gold. I'm telling you guys, you guys are missing out.
No, you don't. No, you don't. We're good.
Maybe I might watch the blooming fragrant anime. I was swayed by somebody memory. And maybe I might catch up to Grand Blue and Totally Bound.
Wait, if you're not gonna, bro, you need to catch up to Grand Blue. That is 100% a show you would like.
If there's something I'm going to talk about for binge chilling in the future, it's not going to be this week right now for sure. It'll be the next maybe 2 to 3 weeks because I have so much to catch up that I missed for this week that we haven't talked about still. But I'll try to make it a go-to promise to try to catch up by week 4 or 5, something like that. But I promise you guys, I'll try to be updated like that in the future. But again, thank you guys for having me. Keep watching romance. Keep watching rom-coms. It's the GOAT. Please don't watch ISEKAI. But that's it for me. Thank you guys for having me. I'll see you guys in the next one.
As we're in the middle of the isekai section.
Bro, they're about to be
Yeah,
Middle
totally
East
wrong. You know it's great he's leaving before romance. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Let's get to our actually good isekais.
Man, Secret of the Silent Witch. Matt, bro, if you like Ascendance of a Bookworm, if you like freaking Apothecary Diaries, if you like Bocchi the Rock, this is the show for you, man. It's so much fun.
It's really good.
The heck out of it.
It's really good. At first, look, Chad, I'm gonna tell you, I hated the girl. Not that's a bad thing, but it's because listen, sir. It's because she gets me mad that it reminds me of myself. It reminds me of my past self. In case the audience don't know or haven't realized, but I used to have a stutter. Still do once in a blue, but I used to have a stutter back in the day when I was young, and it used to be very severe that I would have trouble to talk to people, not able to say a word, or like if the fucking Sage was my mentor or my master, this man would be an asshole. He would hate me because I was also have the same problem of saying but mad 5 times, and his response was like, do not fucking respond to me with the no, you need to respond to me with a straight word and sentence and everything. And he's very strict, and I love how our mage, the way she sees him, every time she gets a reminder of who he is, bro, always comes out with like the most type of. He reminds me, the way she sees him is the way I see Sephiroth. Like, this motherfucker's about ready to come here, murder people, and just, yo, you got me pissed. Boom, demolish. So, like, I love her attitude, the way she always remembers him, and it's just a great joke about that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is a character that could be relatable for a lot of people. And also, like, I feel like this is becoming more of a trend, too, is characters like this, right? Because I feel like usually we have most of the time, I feel like your main character is super outgoing and is...
Yeah, that has a strong will, is motivated.
More extroverted.
Yeah, wants to be out there instead of being introverted.
Yeah. But we've been getting series like this, Bocchi the Rock, even like Komi-san, series like that where the main character, right, is more introverted and is socially awkward and things like that. Which Monica, just a lot of her reactions and a lot like her VA is killing it. Just a lot of her reactions does remind me a lot of Bocchi. I think last week I called it like Bocchi the Witch or something like that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. But no, I've really been enjoying Monica's character so far, and I'm curious because there's a decent amount of cast here, so I'm curious as we continue to go along which characters I'm really gonna be kind of sold on. I do like the girl we met in the previous episode who was doing her hair. I do like her so far.
Same. I do like the stepsister as well. How she, like, in private, oh my god, says, I love you, oh my god, you got work with the prince already, you are the treasure, oh my god, it's amazing. But outside, I hate you, sis, you are disgrace from the family, you are disowned, I hate you. Like, she's wearing the part bully, and I love how it's balanced. Like, it's the comedy part, because we've seen this in many other series where the actual stepsister actually bullies the character, and I feel like they're breaking the fourth wall in that, and like showing the aspect that, hey, we know we do this, we know this is a trope, and we're making fun of it, but also playing a monster because they're like, it's a stepsister and they are from a noble house, so they have to do that type of route.
Well, I mean, they're not like actual stepsisters. She's playing a part on purpose.
Yeah, and the part that like that is her sister.
No, it's not. This is the part. This is her cover. That's all it is.
Yeah, it's the cover. Yeah.
It's her reason to be at the school. So yeah, they play it up, and I think like you said, it's just a version of the trope, but it's like clearly meant to be that, because it's a haha funny look. Look, we're doing the trope. Get it?
Other than
no,
that,
it's good. I like it.
Great episode from this past week as well.
So yeah, we had dealt with that. I know we had that bit with the girl who was it was like an assassination attempt.
I was telling you before, the eyes. Yeah, I was telling you.
That was definitely something I was gonna mention, was there was 2 instances in this episode where we saw the red eyes. So there's some kind of curse potentially, or something
I'm
going
thinking
on.
there's magic going
Yeah,
on.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say like some dark aura or some fear. If you want to also compare it to our To Be Hero X, some fear.
Hero.
You know, some fear is going around, some dark cloud, or some people using, or some dark type of like speaking, like where people are getting control. You know how hypnosis, because it was that character and then another character before that, like the guy I think, where they had the red eyes. I'm like, okay, y'all are looking fishy, because also the prince, the vice president, that's what it was, the vice president. He was starting to get eyes, but I'm not sure if it was. I felt like it was a type of envy. I'm not sure if like it's envy or if it's some type of negative thoughts, because usually it's negative thoughts, or the girl, it was like some type of jealousy, like why did you take my man away, and that's what it made her do that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious what's actually like what's going on with that, because I mean, just in this episode we saw it twice, so I'm curious about that. Also, that the fact that dude has like, and he doesn't even know that he has like mana, I guess, radiating off of him too.
Yeah,
that was another thing that was kind of interesting with his character.
I'm curious if the
But then
prince
also
is gonna find out that that's the mage, because like because I'm curious to know, whenever the school currently does magic, how is she gonna speak her magic, because she could do it without incantation. So I'm curious to know, are they ever gonna get to that step, or are we just not gonna do that yet, or is this just a school that regular does, school studies, academics?
Well, I think this is a regular school. I think it's a school for nobility, right? But I also think the way that the prince is gonna find out is because the vice principal is gonna figure it out. The vice captain or whatever of the.
Oh yeah, because he
student-
did kind of ambiguously say it, right?
No, he's like, wait a second, this handwriting. I know this. Why do I know this handwriting?
Oh yeah, he
So
says it.
I think he knows. I think that's what he's kind of catching on to. And I think maybe he was about to like report it and be like, "Hey, is this correct?" And then the whole thing with his eyes, like you said, because he turned back because he wanted to go talk to his mentor, and then he ended up turning back.
Yeah, because he said, "You know what? I'm tired. I'm gonna go to sleep or something."
I don't know. His eyes flashed, and he said, "My mentor." Like he said the name, and he's like, and then he just kept going. It was weird. So I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah.
Also,
But I mean,
they keep flashing little bits of Monica's past, because we saw that in the previous episode, and we saw this in this episode too, which I think people were saying like, oh, was that like her father that was getting burned at the stake, or whatever. So like they've had like, it's been very brief, but they're obviously teasing that like there's gonna probably be an episode that's focused probably solely on that. I would not be surprised.
we're getting drip fed some exposition.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's been like the second or third time now where we're getting little bits of Monica's past that look pretty damn messed up.
And I love that. I don't want to say it, not her past. I love how the story beats are telling it without making it too exposed. It's like they're slowly making it and putting it in a smart editing process while she's sleeping or while she's. Oh, also the cat. I love the cat. The cat is adorable. Yeah. She's like, "Are you okay? Pa, pa, pa. You're my favorite. Pa, pa, pa." It's fucking adorable. And they got the camera of his.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was my knee. My knee had the desk.
I was like, "Damn, how did your bar hit it?" You'd be like, "Pa, pa, 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 pa."
That would have been a crazy angle, probably. I don't even want to know.
No, but that's fucking hella cute. The cat, even though Chad, I've only seen 2 director episodes, but the cat reminded me of Pluck. I don't know why you want to take that as you will, but it reminded me of Pluck. The only reason I say that is because I'm watching Rizzo right now. So yeah.
That's valid. I mean, Puck is kind of like pretty playful too.
Exactly. You see, it's very playful. Super from what I've seen so far, it's very playful, very fun in games. Yeah, at the moment, I don't know. Maybe Pluck turns into a dragon. Who the fuck knows? Maybe Pluck has turns into a snake. Who the fuck knows? But at the moment, Pluck, the cat, Silent Witch, cute and adorable. That's what I got. I just feel like Grem is sighing in the back. I'm just waiting.
No, it's Puck, buddy. It's not Pluck.
Puck. I tried. I just added the L.
Yeah, well, anyway, I'm gonna add an
That's
L.
what bugged him the most.
I'm gonna add an L to the Lord of Mysteries. Nobody's watching it right now. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah,
I'm a couple episodes behind.
I haven't watched it either. So
okay.
look, Nate, right here. Give your rapid fire thoughts. Go for it.
This is all I want to say. I mean, I'm not even caught up, but here's what I want to say.
Exactly.
Because there's been people that have been saying like the source material readers are shitting on the anime only people because they can't understand what's going on. Dude,
bro, it's fast.
It was 40 chapters and 45 chapters in 2 episodes. How the hell do you expect people to
don't know what's happening?
Consume what's going on? Like, you can't blame the anime only freaking viewers. And like, I mean, that's the thing. Like, novel readers, the people who read the source material are gonna be like, they're gonna be biased. They already know what's happening. They probably are so far into the story at this point. They have all the context. They have all the information. They have probably anything and everything they could ever want. So, I mean, I don't get it from a lot of people's perspective, but like they have this stuff now where it's like, okay, there's these chibi shorts where there's 4 or 5 minutes of content where there's good stuff in here that you got to watch that. And then there's like some 3 to 4 minute episodes of some kind of professor giving like a lecture where you get more information about the series. I'm just like, bro, like, I mean, this is just a disaster. I feel like the situation around this series, like, apparently some of this content should have been in the Crunchyroll release. The pacing, I mean, there's just been some issues with the series so far. Like I've talked about, there's things I find interesting about it. I feel like it does have potential, but like, also, I mean, I'm not even really in a hurry to catch up to it. I'm gonna be honest.
That's why, honestly, I haven't watched it because being
With
told,
how it's been gassed up, it
sucks.
Not hit that mark.
It sucks because, like, honestly, I'd rather read the webtoon. Like, for example, like, I'd rather read the webtoon of, Begin After Then. I'd rather read series that I hear great things from my peers and friends, but then when I see the adaptation, it's just like, like, for example, I enjoyed Tower of God, even though it was bad pacing and bad episodes cut in the same. I want to read the source material. I enjoy, the wrong one I mentioned, Tower of God. Got a high school is what I was supposed to mean. Got a high school. Bad pacing, season 1 and everything. I want to read the source material. Tower of God, season 1 pacing was good and everything, but I still want to read the source material because I heard it cut a lot of things off. Same thing with Nobilis. It's like, a lot of things with Nobilis. Great season 1 for what it was, but it could have been a lot better. But I really do want to see what could happen with Lone Mysteries, because the only reason I haven't watched it because of what chat has told us, that, hey, you got to watch this, and also they cut off. They put 48 chapters in one episode. They put this much in one episode. I'm like, I guess.
It's just not a good look.
It's not.
Yeah.
Like, unless you're going to make 48 chapters in a one episode that's 45 minutes, then yeah, I'm here for it.
Yeah. We'll catch up eventually.
Yeah, if I'm going to be honest, so like I said, I've been dealing with tech issues all week. So I've kind of been, by and large, watching by myself. And all week I've seen that Lord of Mysteries is on my watch list, and I've ignored it every single time I've seen it.
Same.
I'm like, honestly, I could watch Brewery Rocks right now, and that looks more interesting. Honestly, City the Animation, more interesting. Honestly, Takopi, more interesting. And it's kind of been like that the whole time. So, yeah, cook us all you want. I'll catch up eventually, I promise.
We will, chat.
But anyway, time for our biggest section of the evening. Probably not, because we really talked a lot about Takopi. Romance, comedy, slice of life. I'm going to start with Witch Watch. It was a really good episode. A lot of fun. I loved all the episodes with the cat girl in it. And the way she turned our boy back into a wolf is pretty interesting. The crazy story that our Tengu boy came up with that ended up just being the truth, which is wild to me. And then, of course, our vampire boy loves sucking off Moi-chan, and that is the best thing ever. Sucking off our girl, and it's just and she just immediately passes out. It's like only Moi can get sucked off, and it's like, oh, okay. Anyway.
Look,
anyone else?
Witch Watch I haven't seen since episode 9. I haven't continued 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I just not saying. Look, chat. I don't know if I have lost interest or it hasn't hooked me in. It's in the back burner. I just don't honestly care for it.
I don't know if I've just lost interest, but I've lost interest. Is what he just said. In case you guys didn't get that.
Exactly.
Anyway,
Exactly.
I'm not caught up. I'm one episode behind.
Perfect. All right, betrothed to my sister's ex. Go
Yo,
ahead.
look, chat. It was supposed to be me and Neko here talking, but you know she wants to take the night off and stream for her fans, and before she goes to vacation, you know we out
Yeah,
here.
speaking of, twitch.tv/Neko Chan 211, right?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
211? No. Yo, check her out.
Or
It'll be
just look in the description. It's there as well, in case we forgot.
It'll be in the description, you know.
As well as our analysts. If you guys want to follow us as well, if you guys want to see what we're watching and update it, only 4 of us out of the team actually use it and updates it. So go check that out. But Betrothed to My Sister's Ex, go watch it. It's really good, adorable, wholesome. And if you like the Cinderella story, if you like stories that... Anyway, chat, go check out Mude. But, you know, it rules friendships, gets people argue. Some people take it serious. Some people quit the game because they want to complain about everything and anything. But... you know what is good? Betrothed by the Ex. Go watch that. The series is amazing. You know why you should watch it? Because you have wholesome feelings about the person you love. You love support. You love appreciation for one another. And what could it mean to be a person with who you love? And loving other cultures, supporting one another. And also, when you get betrothed, you get money, you get rich, and you get maids. And when the maids want to be rude to you, go tell them to shut the fuck up. That's it, straight up. Don't let the maids tell you anything. So other than that, what else you got? Are you guys watching There's No Way I'll Be a Lover Unless episode 2?
Oh, I know.
Hell yeah, dude.
Uh,
Hell yeah.
I mean, wait, this is the bath. The bath scene.
Yeah, the bath scene.
No.
Speak on it, brother. I've
mean,
read it. I've read it, and
yeah.
I read this prior, so speak on it.
I mean, it's just, I think I said it while we were watching. I was like, man, I can't. Girl's trying her hardest, bro, but like she's just folding. I mean, she's
gonna fold so hard.
Yeah,
bro.
like she's trying her best to keep up this whole like thing with like, you know, between friendship and lovers and things like that, which is an interesting discussion around the series, right? Because things that would apply to like a friendship also could apply to obviously like your lover or, you know, your significant other. So I think that is an interesting kind of thing that the series seems to like, I feel like be hitting on probably more than freaking boy girl friendship will. I mean, honestly, at least I hope so. But with other girls potentially getting in the mix, I mean, who knows? Because I think that is kind of what they're hinting at is going to potentially happen. But no, in terms of Mai, yeah, she
knows what she wants, man.
Yeah, I mean, and you gotta respect it, right? Like she don't beat around the bush, really. Like she tells it how it is, which I like to see, and because I feel like we don't get that a whole lot. We say it time and time again, especially with like rom-coms and whatnot. Like a lot of our MCs, they just don't say what it is. They don't use their words. They don't communicate, and I mean, our girl here, she is not that way at all. Like she makes it really known what she wants, and she'll make her move. So, but there's also a lot of like Reneko's, like a lot of her reactions are super cute. And even like the little bits we had with them like playing games together and the little like dog tail we saw on Mai and just like the puppy. There's a lot of like little cool like and cute facial expressions that the characters have that they'll like draw and like animate in here. So I mean, this one I'm enjoying it. It definitely has a high enjoyment factor, but for me, in terms of like the characters, like I feel like I'm enjoying the characters, but that's what's like I'm curious as it goes on in the development between the main two. If there's gonna be other girls thrown in the mix, like I don't even know if I'd really be like a fan of that, honestly. Like, but we'll see how they implement them. We'll see how it works. Like, is this gonna be a straight on like harem type deal, you know, or like the poster and a lot of the promotional stuff would make you think that way.
They haven't
yet
yet
direction. I mean, I might not even really be a fan of that, honestly.
Exactly, like they're kind of leaning towards it, but they haven't yet shown it that like the other girls have asked, like, hey, what you doing today? Hey, you know, nothing. But then they're hanging out with other girls, so like they're asking our curiosity. But also, look, I like the most recent episode too. One thing the most is not about, look, Crash. If he was here, he would tell you all about the Goonies stuff and everything. But I love the most question that they asked about it. It was the difference between a best friend and a lover. Because you could do a lot of things similar with your best friend, and a lot of things similar with your lover. It depends how you have the connection and the bond. My wife, my fiance, she was my best friend first for 2 years. But then me and her became partners because we just grew into it. And slowly one of us got in each other having feelings, and then we just continue on from there. So it just shows that sometimes you can evolve from best friend to lover, sometimes you can't. Some people don't always have the same chemistry or connection to evolve. But I love that concept to even ask that question, because it feels very real when it comes to one another. So it's just very exciting.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so to chime in as someone who has read the material, who's still reading the material right now, I'm on volume 5. If I had to give like an overall like what this story is about, it is exactly that. It is, what is the difference, what constitutes the difference between a lover and a best friend. And that's what this entire series is all about. That's what Reneko needs to like rectify in herself. That's what she needs to figure out. That's what needs to happen for her to understand. That's everything. That's what the purpose of this story is to rectify in what Reneko the difference is. And if there is a difference, or if I'm gonna hit you guys with a line that'll come up way later. Or if the difference is just, do you feel hot and bothered when the other person is around? Like, is that the only difference? You know what I mean?
True. It really depends on how each of them in a way communicates. Like that's in there. Like, it's an interesting question. That's all I will say.
Yeah, but if this is any indication too, like, I feel like the bath scene, the kiss, this is still very early on in the series. So I feel like, bro, later on, the floodgates, they might be, the floodgates kind of already open, because I feel like, we just had this in episode 2, bro. So, like, who's to say I know Crash is going to be loving it. That's all I'm going to say. I know he was loving this episode, but, I'm not going to say, I'm not enjoying it either. But
like I was trying to say, I kind of got interrupted. That's kind of the big question here, right? And that's what the story will focus on. Now you guys are worried about the harem aspect, and I'm gonna be real with you. Yes, it is there. But it isn't as bad as you would think. I think it's implemented well. And it's not really a harem, it's only 2. She actively turns down 2 of them and actively says yes to 2 of them. So it is only 2.
So it's an on and off relationship.
Yeah, it is a 3-way relationship, and all of the girls involved know about it. So and I think the way it happened, it was because of growth.
The thing that I'm like, because it can work, right? We saw it work. There are times when like it can, but like, see, like the thing I'm worried about now is like, or that I think about is like, okay, from a viewer perspective, right? Like, if there's maybe I like the other characters, don't like, that's still a possibility, but like, I just feel like if it takes away from the main 2, like, I feel like it could hinder potentially like their, I don't know, development, I guess, or at least from like a viewing perspective. But we're still early on. We're still early on, so we'll see how it.
Other than that, I feel like we could also talk about what's the other show that we're gonna talk about, because we could talk about the short here. The Nakatishi animation. Yeah. Just to talk about it, since it's kind of like in the realm of going from
into a bit of everything.
Yeah, going from yaoi to a bit of everything, bit of everything. Let's just get straight into it. Opening's crazy. Opening is very straightforward. If anybody hasn't seen it, please go online and find it. I'm not going to explicitly tell you. This is us. This is a podcast for us to react and tell you what the fuck we saw, but not to really explain to you word by detail what we saw. And it's just the visuals is insane, but what's actually being presented to us on fucking screen is what I was shocked about. And this is the anime where I will question. This is the fucking borderline of hentai and anime. Like, we're literally not even on the borderline of anime. We like Chad, like, here's anime, here's the Venn diagram. We are more on the hentai side. We literally have people on the bus, in the school. They have a law on this whole island that literally says you must be fucking. You must be penetrating each other. Penetrating. And even if you are the capital V virgin, you are getting penetrated no matter what.
Crazy, bro. I mean, what the fuck, Japan, as they used to say. I feel like they don't say it as much anymore, but that was the thing that everybody would throw around years and years ago. They'd be like, "What the fuck, Japan?" Like when stuff like this would pop up.
Yeah, it's just crazy that this is like a dead as anime. It's like, okay, cool, yeah, sure.
Yeah, which I know fans of like series like Shimoneta.
This is the opposite Shimoneta.
Yeah, like people have been waiting for like another series kind of in that realm, like something just totally unhinged and just out there.
Yo,
like this is it.
Chat.
I mean, this is
I just want to say the most funniest thing is just watching it with a group of friends in a Discord call, and when you have one that is, you know, screaming for the crazy shit, but then you have three other friends literally be like, yo, the animation of this is amazing. Look at the camera shot. Like, this is great detail. Look at the choreography. Look at this. And then you have the other person just straight up gooning about it. And I'm like, this is such interesting.
It has no reason, dude. I mean, at least with Ruri Rocks, like, there's some like substance so far. But like this has no this really has no reason to look as good as it does. I mean, when I watch that OP, I'm like, yeah, we're seeing like unlimited dick works. You know, we're seeing like the statue of fucking Dictus. Like, bro, like, I mean, I don't like what the hell. Like the OP, I saw that and I was like, why does this look so good? Why the hell does it look so freaking good? And then you watch the show and it like that quality is because yeah, there's times when the OP in the show like it's not a accurate like representation. Obviously, like we saw that a lot. But then also there's times when the OP looks really good and the show also looks really good. There's just different people that work on each, of course. But like the show, at least from episode 1, genuinely looks freaking good too. So yeah, we have like the setup, right? Like Vash talked about how the island is set up, and we have our main character, and there's going to be, I guess, a group of characters who are kind of trying to fight the system, buck the system, as you'd want to say.
Penetrate the system.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see how this freaking plays out.
It's crazy how it's everywhere, in the street, in the bus. Yeah. The bus is it's just in the regular side of the beach.
The guillotine, bro. Like, what the hell was that? The freaking forced like penetration of the guillotine, that was like insane. The dude
I believe
with his legs, the dude was doing the splits on the desk, getting head.
Bro, the ruster, oh my god. Yeah, bro's getting that like for exercise. Girl's giving that glock bending over.
He was like this. His legs were like this, bro. I'm the.
And but bouncing too, like bouncing. Yeah. You know, just getting that like the right angle and everything. Insane.
Yeah. This is one you watch and you're just you're like, honestly, I enjoyed the episode. Like, enjoyment factor was like crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you're still sitting there and you're like, what the hell did I just watch at the end of it?
Yeah.
This is the quintessential guilty pleasure.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
there's that one that you don't want to admit you watched.
I mean, bro, after I watched this, I went and tweeted. I'm like, bro, instead of the 13 copy and paste generic fantasy, I know maybe y'all are not gonna like this, but I said, I was like, can we get a bunch of these instead of the 12, 13 freaking generic copy and paste isekai fantasy shows we get every season nowadays?
I don't mind.
I wouldn't mind 13 of these. I'm gonna be honest. At this point, with how much isekai fantasy, like the generic ones, like I feel like it's just been so drawn out. Like it's been so many.
There's some that are good this season. There's some that are bad. I already dropped 2 of them. I think the Shy Hero was one of them, so it's okay.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like, I don't know. They're not going to go anywhere. I know that. But it's just like, I tweeted out, but it's like, man, it's for me, I would just like enjoy, just pure enjoyment. I would, a bunch of these over a lot of the freaking isekai fantasy generic ones we've got to copy and paste. But like you said, there are some good ones that come out of it. But yeah, the episode 1 of this one was certainly something for a lot of reasons.
Other than that, I know. Is there any more honorable mentions to kind of shout out to, or if we can just get into our 3 series to get into?
Mikadono Sensors is real fun. We're gonna get Yukita's next episode. I'm excited. Brewery Rocks is a lot of fun. They're at a mine shaft right now, and they fell in. So I wonder what's gonna happen next episode. Yeah, some fun stuff happened. We got a fish. Yeah, we got a face full of titties twice, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mikadono Sisters, that's a shout. That one has.
Yeah. It's good, guys. It's good. It's good, enjoyable. Yeah. It's nothing to break down and say anything crazy highlights. Just it's good. Enjoy.
Yeah, for sure.
I wanted to bring up the Outcast restaurant. It's really good.
That too. That was a good one. I believe we did forget to mention that in the ISEKAI side, but yeah, that was a good shout out too.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we're good for the best thing coming up this season.
Yes. I think you guys call it the Martin Sunday, or what is it? Church. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. I said Martin Sunday. Hey, I just reversed it. Church Martin.
Nah, this episode, like, I really like
was very wholesome.
Focus. Yeah, I really like the focus on the character we got introduced to in the previous episode. I think Amane was the name of the character. So we saw a lot of, like, some of the past stuff with him, and like how people were obviously kind of treating him about, like, I think it was mostly the girlfriend bit that I think really struck Amane, although at the end he was like, oh, I just dumped her anyway or whatever. But like, no, that was definitely something that like struck him, was how she was talking about like, oh, like this is creepy, and like you shouldn't have this, like you should throw away all these clothes and whatnot. Pretty much the things you would expect, sadly, right? A lot of people would say about someone like Amane, but there's also a lot of people, like we saw in this episode, that are super accepting of that, and don't judge, and just find that like this is just someone who's passionate about a hobby. They're pursuing it. They're having fun with it. They're not bothering anyone. Who cares, right? Like if it's a dude dressing up as a girl or vice versa, right?
But
so
their faces was hilarious though. Their face reaction was hilarious.
Yeah.
They both were like, wait. I love how they didn't even say anything or ask. It's just a reaction was like, okay, 5 seconds. All right, 5 seconds. All right, cool. All right, cool. Yeah, no problem. Let's just fix this. My face was also stunned too, because I didn't even expect it. I'm like, oh, cool. And then just move on.
Yeah, I mean, the content with him I really did enjoy.
I don't know if you guys picked up on, but he very specifically, to everybody who wanted to take a picture with him or everybody that wanted to interact with him, he told him that he's a guy. He said I'm a guy. So you can tell there's some kind of drama there. Like there's trauma, and we saw the trauma, right? But you can see also how surprised he is, because this is the first event he's ever went to, and everybody is like, "Oh, that's fucking awesome! You're a dude! Holy shit! I want to take a picture with you even more now. That's crazy!" And it's like he needed that. He really needed that. I really do think he needed that. I think in a large part, I think that Marin and Gojo kind of saved him here.
Agreed.
It's such a small thing. They approached him and said, "Hey, you look really good. Oh, hey, do you need help with this?" And then they're like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I could just come with you to the guy's bathroom." And they're like, "Oh, shit, really? That's awesome! Like, how did you do it?" And you kind of saw Amane throughout the whole episode. He was getting nervous about a couple of things they were approaching, but by and large, Gojo and Marin don't care. They love people who love their craft. They're so into this, and it's so cute, and it's so wholesome. Like we need more of this wholesomeness. We need more we need more of this in real life. Like,
Honestly.
Of
just the
acceptance.
pure wholesome and
Hey,
acceptance.
Lauren was saying, she was like, man, she was watching it. She was like this. She was like, I love slice of life scenes. Like, this shit is awesome. Like, yeah, I mean, and it was like for a lot of the things that we've been mentioning. Yeah, I mean, it just when you, I always think about like going to anime conventions like Anime NYC, Anime Expo, just being in one place, right? Sharing just
Bro.
your passion, things you love with a bunch of people that you don't know. Like, even though you don't know them, like, you're all there for a reason.
It feels like a
That is
safe space.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it, right? And I feel like Dress Up Darling, even season 1, like, it's done a great job at kind of showcasing
capturing that.
Yeah,
Bro,
for sure.
the worst is that, like, me hanging out with my brother and my family, and when I put ambient music, they were like, can I put that, the weird music and everything? I'm like, in my head, I'm like, fuck off. But then I love it that I could hang out with my friend Memory, a big shout out to Cypher, and us hanging in a hotel, literally dancing to the Beastars opening, and it's just seeing Nate just to dance. It just do this like it feels safe and it feels wholesome. We're laughing about it, but it's one of the great memories that we have in person. Just sharing those things with with friends, and knowing that we don't judge, we're safe. And the same thing going to a convention, going to those meetups at convention, seeing that other people are dressing up as Pokemon, everyone dressing up as Ash, everyone could dress up as I got Bakugo here, people could dress up as All Might, Deku. So there's all those love for fandom, and it's beautiful to see that in a safe space.
Yeah, so
I think sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, that was on full display with this episode for sure. Like, that was a big point with Amane, and I feel like it makes me think of the end of the premiere with Gojo, right? How he was worried about what the others were gonna say about him, but really they didn't give a shit. Like, they just accepted him for who he was. Like, I think like that made like this stuff with Amane, because Amane said like, oh, I had my guard up as well, and Gojo I feel like is very like he's had his guard up in the past as well. I mean, he still kind of does for sure, I'd say. So Gojo I feel like is one that can relate to Amane as well, especially with what we saw with Gojo in his past. So Amane even said like, I had my guard up with y'all. Like, I like it, and it makes sense. It makes sense based on like the stuff Amane went through with the one ex-girlfriend, and then also just obviously what other people have been saying. So
I think if any of you guys I want to be like really serious with everybody. Myself, Memory, and Vash, we have all gone to anime conventions. I have not had the pleasure of meeting them two in real life. I have met our mutual friend Zypher though. And I want you guys to, if you ever have the chance, if you ever have the means, and you're ever feeling down about your hobby, whatever it is, one day just go to a convention for it, and you will understand.
You and I regret it.
You are accepted. There, it is a whole group of people nerding about the same shit. Take a shower, use deodorant, but other than that, have a fun time. Meet new people. Conventions are very fun. I think one of my favorite memories of the convention, of course, other than meeting with and hanging out with Zypher for a little bit, was there was this Haikyuu cosplayer. He was cosplaying Nishinoya. It was this really cool black guy, like cosplaying Nishinoya. And I was like, bro, give me a picture. And he's like, yes. I'm like, dude, you look so fucking good, dude. And like nerding out about like just something you love, and
that's what it's about.
It's great, man.
Just go to these. If you ever feel down about yourself, if you ever think your hobby is stupid, go to one of these conventions and just understand that there are more people like you.
Yep.
I agree.
Sure. And also I have to give a shout out to two scenes. The Gojo boobs part, that was funny. When Marin was grabbing his fake boobs, that was hilarious. Especially how he like ran away and like kind of he got down and it was like the typical like rom-com thing where they're like, oh my god, like you touched my boobs or whatever, like you fell on me, like that kind of shit. That was funny. And then also the difference between what we saw with Mara and when she's modeling, and then she goes home, she's obviously very comfortable around Gojo, as we saw. They're like, oh, we're celebrating a birthday, and it's freaking Shizuku-tan's birthday, and she's literally like humping the body pillow. Like, I don't know. Gojo was even like, what the hell am I seeing right now? Like, what am I witnessing? That was a trip. I got a kick out of that for sure. So there was good mix of everything. Like, some of the content was pretty serious, right, with the Mane and all that, but there was a lot of wholesome moments with them taking the pictures together, funny moments, like I mentioned, with the boobs and all that, and then at the end with Shizuku-tan. But yeah, I mean, Dress Up Darling, just greatness as always. What else? What else can we say?
So let's
If we
move
ever
on.
want to talk about more wholesome, I mean, this is the most wholesome thing. Fragrant flower that blooms.
I feel bad. I feel bad
say.
for the audience that don't have access to it, that are watching legally, because obviously a big shout out to the people that are watching it, in the pirate of the high seas. I haven't watched it myself yet, even though I've gotten the plugs. I just haven't seen the full episode 1, and I haven't had the chance to see episode 2. That's what I'm stating.
Yeah, so there was I feel like there was a little bit of distance between our two after what happened. Obviously, and they kind of give in to the, I guess, well, not really our girl, I feel like, but I think
she could care less.
Yeah, it's more so our dude that is really kind of thinking about what others think, and seeing the divide, and we did kind of see that, right, in this episode. Like, there was a little bit of division, but then you have freaking mom coming in and pretty much dude, what the hell are you doing, man? Like,
the absolute goat.
Yeah.
Mom's like, bro, you hate when people hate when people treat you like this, treat you different because of how you look. And then what?
Go and do this. And then that's when he really you got the monologue and all that. He's like, what the hell am I doing? Like, the same thing that people, were doing to me, I just did to her, and I got to make up for it. Right. And I love how they handled that. Obviously we saw how it all ended up turning out, and I love that. I love that about it.
I think a lesser series would have had this be a plot point for longer,
Oh, dude, yeah. Yeah, they would have been separated for a whole episode or 2 or something. They're going and talking to the side characters about what they should do or something, or I don't know, but they just kind of faced their problem. It's a good sign this early on too that Rintaro kind of handled the situation in this way, right? Because he could have it could have definitely went a whole different way, and it's obviously nice when you have characters in your corner like his mother, and I'm sure some of the side characters will be the same way, or at least I would hope as we go along. But when you have characters like that, it definitely helps. But the fact that he went and kind of made it right, apologized for how he kind of treated her in a way. It was nice. It was nice to see in episode 2, and I mean, the two of them already are just so adorable. I mean, we gushed about it in the previous episode with Wagari. She's just, I don't know, she's probably, I don't know, just in my recent memory, I'm just trying to think. I'm just like, man, this may be the cutest anime girl of this year, honestly. She's just so adorable.
That's only because we're not counting Marin, right?
I mean, she's already kind of given her a run for her money. No, Marin is elite. Marin's elite.
Yeah.
But no, Wagari is awesome. Rintaro, I mean, already their interactions and just the way they kind of talk about, go about talking to one another, for it to be kind of like this at the beginning is a very good sign for me. We talked about it earlier. We've talked about it so much. That's a big thing with these series. It's the communication aspect. And I feel to kind of have a problem like this kind of sorted out in the way it was is definitely something I like to see at the beginning. And it gives me hope for I'm sure there'll be other serious, way more serious things maybe that happen than this in the future. But for them to already kind of communicate in this way is what I really like to see. So yeah, episode 2 of Fragrant Flower was very, very good. Once again, the situation, like Vash said, does really suck around the series with the release, because there are people watching it when it comes out right after it comes out in Japan, through fan subs, and then there's other releases from Netflix that come out like a week later, but it's in other parts of the world. But some of them have like English subs somehow, so people are watching that, which is a more official release. But in terms of like an English Western release, like people gotta wait till like September. So it's just, it does kind of divide the viewers, the discussion around the series, which is kind of a shame because this is a really, really good series. But what can you do? That's just kind of the situation we're in. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep watching and enjoying when I can. I don't care what day of the week or when it comes out or when I get my hands on it. I'll be there because this is one already like I'm really sold on, and it's only 2 episodes in, so definitely a good thing, good feeling for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Granbo.
Grand Blue,
Grand who?
The sister.
the sister.
The
Yeah.
sister. Yeah.
How
Man,
you
this
feel?
is where I wish that Vash was caught up, because me and you have read it, so we both
Yeah.
know. But the sister a little bit cuckoo
Look,
for
chat.
Cocoa.
I do want to give some context. I'm on episode 11 of season 1. I just haven't done 12, and I haven't done 1, 2, and 3 where they are. But you want to know the reason why I haven't caught up? Because originally I was supposed to watch it with Grem and Nate when they were gonna rewatch, but it's because time never coordinated. They just never got around to watching it with me, and then I just kind of forgot about it because I was supposed to watch it with them, with the enjoyment of seeing people in a diving club but get drunk as hell and never dive, but it never happened.
What do you mean they dive all the time? You just don't see it.
Yeah, they dive with a different, instead of going in the water, they put the water inside them, but it's
No, you know what it
intoxicated.
is?
It's intoxicated.
It's they're going to dive bars.
But they dive the bars in home, so dive the bar in home, and they get naked.
They get
Of
naked.
course.
Nah, the
But yeah.
sister's crazy. Cuckoo for
Yeah.
Cocoa Blows.
I mean, that was the main, obviously, focus with this episode was like Shiori's introduction, and seeing that her whole kind of act with Iori is kind of that. It's an act. The way that she acts like the typical, brocon, and she obviously has like the intention, or she wants Iori to take over, right? Because she doesn't want to. Honestly, I feel like I've made this kind of known. Like, I'm not really too big on Shiori's character, so I have been seeing people, because I've been reading on like Reddit and like some of the forums and stuff, that people actually like really enjoyed her introduction. So, I don't know, maybe just her character's not for me. But it has been a while since I've read too this part in the story, so maybe when she does pop up again, I don't remember when exactly it is when she ends up popping up
It's
again.
relatively soon.
Yeah, but maybe I'll like her more this go around. But I remember reading and not really caring too much for her character. So yeah, I honestly don't have much to say about. I mean, the bits with Iori and Kohei, yeah. Like, I mean, we knew Kohei was going to be a certain way about Shiori, like, once this was even brought up. And I mean, just a lot of their back and forth, of course, is just always a treat, because like, we saw it in season 1. We saw it so many times, the way that the two of them go at it most of the time, right? But yeah, it was mostly just Shiori.
Well, I mean, I think my favorite part of this whole interaction was at the very end, where Iori kind of just surprises the hell out of his sister by going, "Look, I know you don't like me. I know you want me here just for that. I know you don't want to take over. I'm not gonna go back though. Look, little sis. If you want to get out, get out. I got out. I'm not going back."
Mm-hmm.
Like, and she's like, "How did you know?" He's like, you're still my
your
little
brother.
sister.
Yeah.
I'm your big brother. I know you."
Yeah.
Like, maybe I don't know what's your favorite food. Maybe I don't know how you are with tech. Maybe I don't know all this, but I do know you. And it's like, aw. Even the little sister like changed her tune at the end.
Yeah.
I don't
She was
particularly
like, maybe
like
he's
him,
not that bad or whatever.
but I don't particularly hate him either.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
which was
like
cute.
exactly.
That was cute.
Yeah. And I think, I'm gonna be real. I think that's my favorite interaction with Iori and his sister in the whole series. I think that's my favorite interaction.
That's fair.
But I mean, yeah, I kind
Fun
of
time
agree
as
with Nate.
always. Fun
Yeah.
time as always, right? With
For
Great
sure.
Clue. Yeah. I think we can move
Go to
on.
the shonen, yeah. Yaiba.
Yaiba. I know. I think Grem's kind of like Grem's a little maybe done with it. I don't know.
I think he is.
I mean, I haven't decided yet. All I know is I'm not caught up, and I don't have any plans to catch up.
I mean,
I haven't started it, and I still have it on my watch list, so I still see it on my fucking lineup. So it's like, do I really want to spend a good day to spend and watch 15 episodes I'm behind on?
Okay, well, I think last week I was kind of teasing it. I was like, oh, when you guys catch up, you're gonna see what Yaiba can do now. But so pretty much, I'm just gonna say it now. Y'all probably won't even care that much anyway. But he can transform. We saw Yaiba transform into a dragon. Well, not like a full-on dragon, but he has like a dragon head and he has like a dragon tail. And he also can turn it I guess he can turn into pretty much anything because we saw him turn into a raft to get them across the water to get to the volcano where one of the orbs is, which didn't turn out to even be the dragon orb that they've been looking for. It was a different orb. So yeah, seeing there was a new villain they introduced that they resurrected or whatever. Onimaru resurrected, and he was one that could change into things as well. Like he was turning into like a giant elephant. He was turning into other animals. So to see kind of two characters going at it while they were turning into different things was actually kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. Also, they were fighting. They started the fight inside of the volcano. Like they were in the volcano, which was actually kind of cool. But there was some of the fight outside of the volcano. So like while the volcano was erupting, they're fighting and all that. So it was kind of cool, like a cool setup for a fight. I feel like we also had the starfish return. I'm sure y'all remember the starfish. He came back and he has like a wife and a kid now, and he actually came up pretty clutch in helping them get the orb in this episode. And They played out this whole scene like it was some dramatic thing, like he was gonna die and whatnot because he was like drying out from the heat. But then freaking Yaiba just used the water orb and he like splashed water on him, and then he was like, "Oh, I'm just good as new." They were like, "All you just needed was water," and I was like, "Man, that just made me think of SpongeBob and Patrick in the movie."
Oh, in the movie of they're drying up, and all they needed was that little one bit of water to go. We're back alive.
Yeah, literally. So.
Yaiba reminds me a bit of Yaiba. The way you describe it reminds me a bit of Shaman King, with the reboot of the 2021 that came out, like with Shaman King, which that one actually adapts the whole manga, which is a beautiful adaptation, a beautiful execution of the show itself. But the way you describe Yaiba reminds me a bit of Shaman King.
Yeah, it was nothing crazy. Like, right, they introduced another villain that they resurrected swordsman or whatever. I forget what his name's. It was something magician. But he could like turn into other things. So like the setup for the fight was cool. Like it was in a volcano. Part of it was in the volcano, but then a lot of it was outside of it as well. And there's them like turning into different things. Like it was cool. Nothing like crazy though. Onimaru obviously still out here kind of taking over the world. He's like fighting the military and whatnot. Like they were trying to strike him with like military jets and shit, and he's like shooting the jets down and like crazy. But yeah, Yaiba, it's fun. I enjoy it. Nothing like this episode in particular wasn't anything crazy, but yeah.
That's a good 4 minutes of Yaiba being something. Because to me, what deserves more than 4 minutes of Yaiba is Dr. Stone. Because honestly, Dr. Stone has been hitting it. The opening, I'm glad to hear Nate saying the opening was good, because me and wifey are not enjoying the opening. It's nothing too crazy. I really am excited with this new cast. I heard that from people like Perm and a few of our peers that have read Dr. Stone, that this arc is good, but then the ending is where it depends on perspective. So I'm really curious to see how this arc of Dr. Stone continues. And I love the new addition of the new girl. She's gonna get our boy more softer. I am our mentor. I forgot his name.
Zeno,
thank you. The way she the way she kept speaking to him, Zeno was kind of quiet, and Zeno's not the type of character to be quiet. So I really love those type of very body language being shown. So it was really cool to see. Dr. Stone is fun as usual. They're really gonna go right now to South America, and they're gonna build motorcycles. And I love how Gen's face is like, yeah, how are we gonna do it? Don't know. And they also build from a motorboat to a sailboat. Yeah.
Yep. They got the sails up. I think they use like kites, right?
Yeah, they use the kite that was supposed to say help instead of saying hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, sometimes mistakes happen, but it works out because you made the benefit of the doubt. Because once man trash, it's another man's treasure, and that's what they use.
Yep. But yeah, the motorbikes will be interesting. I think some people were saying that like, if they're trying to go across South America, like why don't they use like the Panama Canal or whatever?
Well, they are. Now they are because of what the girl said.
Because at first they were talking about going through the water, right?
But also
like,
depends if the Panama Canal still exists. It's been 3,000 years.
Yeah.
So it depends if the water elevator, if that's still there. So it depends how South America looks. So like with the writers and with Bocchi, it really depends how he wants to do it. Like it depends their execution. I don't know. So
if it was just washed up, I feel like that would be like
so much better.
Yeah.
Like hey, just swim, swim the whole shit. But at the same time, we have a dude that is determined to hunt them down. Like he's literally determined. He's like literally on the top of the world. Like yes, we're about to catch them up. And then they get told by the dude, we're not gonna catch them up. Why? Somehow they're faster. No way possible that's possible. But somehow they're fast as some fast motherfuckers. Yeah, that's it. That's what I got for Dr. Stone.
Solid. Yeah, it's just solid as always. I feel like.
So, anybody got some thoughts for Togen Aniki? Because that man is bleeding as a motherfucker, and I like how they use, blood powers. Because, somebody, it's very interesting. I was speaking to somebody earlier today saying that they don't like how some series called Fire Force is used with fire in a different ways. But then in this show, Togen Aniki, their powers is with blood, but used in different ways. So, it's very interesting.
Oh, no. I hate that the fire comes out of his feet. All right. Why does it come out of his feet?
Because that's what the author decided to make.
It's stupid.
Hey, he
Put
made it
some
work.
Damn shoes on, kid.
He can't because he will burn them away.
Well, then maybe he shouldn't use fire. All right.
But Togen Aniki,
Togen.
It's
Aniki,
smart. I like it.
I think I amended what my notes said. Last week my notes said Blue Exorcist. Yo. Now they say Blue Exorcist, One Piece, Dead Man Wonderland? Yo. So,
I'm so happy when Manga told me this because once I told him like, it reminded me a bit of Wano with Onigashima and how they're trying to hide it and trying to be inside the tunnel, inside the mountain. And then I love how Mega responds, yeah, that's one of the reasons why I said One Piece, because of Onigashima. Like, yeah, I was so happy to hear that. Haven't seen Blue Exorcist, heard of Dead Man Wonderland. I know of the series, I know of the content, but cool type of reference to hear though.
I think for me, what I liked the most or found the most enjoyable about this episode, honestly, was the what is his name? Naito. The dude is voiced by Araragi's VA, which I love. Just the kind of like his responses to Shiki.
Shiki, oh my god, I love Shiki.
Yeah, like a lot of his responses to him where he's like wrong, like just I don't know. I forget exactly what he was saying in the moments, but Shiki would like say like he would be like let me out of this, like I'm gonna get my revenge, like I don't really care about your questions or what you're saying, and he's just like wrong. The scene also where he freaking
roller skates.
Yeah, the roller skates, that was cool.
Yo, that got me out of it. He said roller skates makes it efficient to move. I'm like,
he was moving the board back
he's not wrong with that statement. Like, you are right like the roller skates are nice. I just can't ride them, so that's why I don't use roller skates. Like when I see my wife go on her roller skates, I am envious of her because I'm like, good that you could do that. I can't.
And he was doing the splits. He was doing the splits with them
I
things
don't-
too, bro.
I don't use inline skates. I use the quads. So I
Yeah.
I love roller skates.
I want to try the quads. I haven't done the quads yet. I need to try them because I feel like I'll succeed on the quads. The line skates, don't even try me in roller skating or ice skating. I'm scared of that. No.
I love the VA pick though for
Yeah,
Naito, and just and just a lot of like the moment where he like was choking him to death, literally, and he was
Question.
Like, he was like, go ahead.
No, I want you to finish your thought first.
No, I was just gonna say like I like that whole interaction, like right, a lot of the things our main dude was saying, and then he would just kind of be like, nope, like what are you talking about? Like just some of his smart ass remarks, essentially, right? And then when he did that, right, when he flipped him over the chair and was choking him to death, and he's like, this is when like you'll really like dig deep and see if you like really want to, if you have the will to live and things like that. So I did like a lot of that stuff at the beginning, and then also just like the academy school sort of aspect. Like I think like the setting.
It reminds me
looks
of the
so
tuning
cool.
exam. It reminds me of some type of tuning exam style.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so
Like the way it's just like kind of set
in
in like up in the mountain or like whatever, like the way it's just sitting there, like I don't know, it just looked really cool to me. I like the setup of it.
Yeah, like it gave me the tuning exam style with the teacher, with the way of saying like, hey, after you survive and you pass the school, you're gonna go out and kill for us. I'm like, okay. We have no choice. Like, nope, you are the ancestors of our first only red demon. And look again, another Naruto reference. This guy Naruto, that just reminds me of the Nine Tails form when Naruto went out of control.
Yeah,
100%. Like the whole like dark red and black, literally like Naruto, literally Naruto in his tail 8 beast form or his tail 4 beast form, literally has the same type of color scheme. But that's all I got for Token Aniki.
Yeah,
Fun.
it's fun. I can't wait to see the creative ways you can use blood, because blood is a liquid, so we're basically dealing with waterbenders who have the ability to solidify their bending, and that is interesting to me. I think
We've already saw some freaking cool shit.
right, like the umbrella's awesome.
Yeah,
The
the
gun
umbrella,
is
the
basic,
gun.
but pretty
The
badass.
berserker form or whatever.
The berserker
like that, yeah.
form, which Vash brought it up. It is just Naruto and his tailed beast. It's great. I'm excited to see what kind of interesting powers we get. Like I said, I mentioned it offhandedly as a joke, but Dead Man Wonderland handled blood and hard blood well, like the ways of like the scythes on his arms in Dead Man Wonderland. I'm wondering what kind of badass shit we're gonna get with blood.
I love how he had the
series.
ring in it as well. The ring where he
the
could
ring
cut himself,
to cause him to bleed.
where he can literally
Yeah.
like instead of doing like something like in Naruto where you cut by the finger, instead he could cut with the ring. That's a smart tactic where instead of you doing so much, you can just flick it.
That's a Attack on Titan, not Naruto.
Well, also Naruto did that for every type of summoning jutsu. There was the Ta and the summoning jutsu.
Okay.
Just saying.
Yeah, but that's a summoning jutsu. That's not the same. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, Kaiju number 8. Like I said, this is our last honorable mention. Typically, I promise you guys we're gonna be talking about this more. But this episode, it was an introduction back. We get to see the first division commander be kind of a badass. But other than that, I mean, it was a, hey, we're back in this world type thing to me, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it was mostly like I feel like Gen Narumi's introduction like did kind of spice it up a little bit, but yeah, this is kind of getting you back into the swing of things. I will say I did like how they kind of transitioned from like they showed Kafka and Mina like them in the past, and then how it transitioned into like the current situation now. I did like how they did that to start off. That was kind of a nice way to kind of get you back in, but then after that it was it wasn't anything crazy, but I did like Gen's introduction. I feel like he did make a nice first impression for. Well, I mean, I've already read it, but like I feel like just watching it, right? Like he makes a good first impression. I feel like for sure.
Yeah,
So
he's a lot of fun.
yeah, I'm excited for more Kaiju number 8, but in future weeks, it'll be more of a discussion, I'm sure.
Yes.
What's going on? Yeah.
Same here. I will chime in. I'm catching up to manga. I have read this portion, but I honestly don't remember until I start watching season 1. But yeah, agreed. I support them.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
Right.
Gotcha Kuta didn't have an episode this week. All right, good talk. To Be Hero X. Bro, little Johnny is sus as fuck. All right, look.
I hate to say when Grem is right, but I say that he was right. But for now, he was right. For now, he was right.
So sus,
I mean, it's not a good look.
It's not a good look. It's not a good look that you're gone and we don't see the father. AKA Ghostblade. By the way, I love Ghostblade. I cut up, guys, to episode 14, 15, 16. I was behind. Life happened. I get to it. But it was a great binge. Like, it literally was a great binge for those three because each of the stories kind of connect to each other. Lolly is annoying. Like, yo, girl, calm your down.
Hey, she's just protecting her friend.
She's too protective. She's too protective without even knowing her. Like, hey. Like, she's protective. Like, hey. Ghostblade even chose to eat the squid.
But Ghostblade is sus. Like we gotta. Hey, as much as Lolly is like annoying from our perspective, like Ghostblade is sus as hell. Like it comes purely down to the fact that Ghostblade can't communicate, and it's like that whole thing we always talk about, that communication is important.
Yes.
Unfortunately, Ghostblade can't communicate.
Yeah.
Or he could,
that pain in episode 15 was tough. Just see him like in agony, like grabbing the table and trying to breathe and say a word. Bro, I felt the pain for him, like just that straight like of inhaling, of not able to say a word, and he's just like, the anime really portrayed well. I felt it. I felt the pain. I felt the agony, and I felt more sadness by the end when our girl Nue was literally reading the book. She was reading the book of his and literally finding everything out and understanding. She's like, wait, father, the mother, the flowers, everything. And she's like, wait, his jacket. He did that one last thing before he left, and knowingly. At the moment, we don't know if this man is alive.
Yeah, that was like one of the standout moments in the episode for me too, especially after all like the freaking misunderstandings and just like it's kind of been like spiraling. It's been like an episode or two now, I feel like, with Ghostblade and his daughter. So for her, like, thank goodness, right, that she found out like what the actual the truth is. Ghostblade is her dad, right?
I unfortunately think they're never gonna see each other again. I have that bad feeling.
You do?
And yeah.
For story-wise, it makes sense. For story-wise, to really feel the impactfulness that right now, like, this is the one chance she has to talk to him and not know and to find out. For story-wise, yeah, I see it.
I think.
Now, do you think they do a thing where they like, where she?
I hope she doesn't die.
Gets killed or something.
I don't. He's not dead. We know he's not dead.
Who, Ghostblade?
It's the last time they see each other.
Yeah, because
I think it's
they kidnap him.
Oh yeah, this is the time this takes place. Yeah, is before.
It's before, so we know for a fact he's gonna come back.
Oh, Ghostblade.
I think, yeah.
Okay.
So maybe the daughter dies. I really hope not. But I think Lolly is gonna be there to protect her. To be fair, but I do think this is gonna be. I don't think we're getting a happy ending anytime soon. I guess I should say.
Yeah,
I don't know if this.
I'm about to go through
Neko, okay, bro, but you talk about Johnny being sus, but like we know from the previous episode, or I think Neko was talking about it. From the previous episode, but Neko also talked about it that Ghostblade killed Johnny's father.
And
if Johnny had something out for he killed his father.
But also, right now,
all I'm saying
I just
is
saw the
Johnny
lineup.
has been moving in the shadows.
But guess what?
Rip, Johnny's next.
Johnny's next for the next 3 episodes, next 3 weeks. 727, 803, 810, and this is gonna maybe connect to other people's stories.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah.
I'm calling it
that's what
right
I was
now.
about to say. I was about to say, like, with how it's like Loli, Ghostblade, the Johnnies, Xian, and
also Queen.
apparently.
Yeah, because Queen just
like,
called. Queen just get Lucy. Say, hey, Lucky Cyan. We're going on a girls trip. Don't need to ask for Johnny. We're good. Maybe he's missing. Like, nah, I don't trust that. Because remember when Queen and Lucky Cyan left on her episode on 622.
Yeah, we saw Big Johnny. It looked like they were driving through the desert, which is where they are now.
So now
like,
so now Erica's gonna connect, and I'm waiting to see that because
Big Johnny was in his, like a monster form.
Yeah, like a
Big
kaiju.
Johnny,
Yeah, like a kaiju form.
Kaiju form. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just gonna say it now. I'm gonna say it. I've been saying it. There's something wrong with Little Johnny. I think Little Johnny can control people, and I think that the only reason Cyan and our girl Queen even like Johnny is because their minds are being broken by him.
You think so?
So you think it's beyond animals?
I absolutely. It specifically says that he can control living creatures. Humans are creatures.
Also, to add on top of this, because I know we're giving out speculation, and Man God is giving his hatred right now or distrust for the Johnnies.
Trust him. Every single time we've seen him,
But
some bad shit has happened.
We should mention about the fear, though. The fear is getting. We find out some actual concept of the fear. I want to say it reminds me confirmation as the fucking symbiote. This is literally the symbiote from Marvel 100%. It literally reminds me so much of it. It's literally been told as an alien life form. It's literally told that it came from a fucking outer space. It landed from an alien technology. So it literally reminds me of the symbiote. I just wonder how much of the reference or story aspect of symbiote are we gonna go with? Because if we get to know in the comics of the symbiote, then we're gonna get too crazy to to similarities. So I'm really curious to know where we're gonna get with this.
I mean, we saw the alien ship at the end of this.
Yes.
Episode.
So that's why I'm really curious to know. Like, are we gonna have like a
episodes ago? They talked about aliens as well.
Yeah. So it's really curious to know, and we know that Lolly, her tech could hold or carry or the particle of fear. So I wonder is also is his tech able to hold it as well. So I'm very curious to know with these other characters, what are their limits and what are they able to do.
Yeah, there was a good bit of everything though in this episode.
Yeah.
Like we talked like the stuff with Ghostblade, the fear, like as we saw like when everyone like was talking, like those interactions too were nice even before that bit, like with kind of everyone interacting, all of them in one spot, like that was actually kind of nice. Yeah, like we mentioned the stuff with
The diary, man.
Yeah, the diary, Ghostblade's daughter, the Ghostblade content has been hidden. I'm not gonna lie, I've been enjoying the Ghostblade. Like
I wasn't
character,
sure.
Yeah, his character just in general, I've really been enjoying, honestly. So, but yeah, we'll see what happens with the Johnnies, and
I don't trust it.
3 episodes of it we're gonna have, and it seems like we may have the most characters like kind of actively on screen, like involved.
Involved with each other, like other characters involved. Yeah. I'm just curious to know for episode the one in 817, the fucking question mark of the building. Like, what does that mean? Like, are we gonna find that the building is like alive, or like is the building able to do something?
You know what I think it is? I think we're gonna learn about the managers. I think we're gonna learn about the people working there, the people that are hiring them, the people that are.
Like MG, also FOMO, like all these other departments that we're unaware of. We're just gonna actually put light into them.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
But anyway, don da 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 don. Don da don. Don da don don da don da don da don.
Yeah, the action was hitting in this one, wasn't it? We were watching this one together.
Yo, this shit was heat.
Yeah.
Straight fire. Look, honestly, was really my favorite about this episode. Like, not even the action is not the highest for me. It was more that they fucking have consequences. Like, they literally, like, for the people that look like they got spit out by the worm, they were honestly scared for shit. Like, they look what you have done. We literally have an active volcano blowing up in this moment. And it looks like a folklore of a legend of a town actually is real. and literally has consequences. That's what I'm more curious, because where are we going next in the story now that we have a huge consequences? Like, all right, cool, the crab thing in the beginning of season 1, the silky mother person, all cool, but to see the actual concept of what we have, that was more interesting. Of like, where are the repercussions? Like the fight scenes between our boy Evil Eye of Gigi, amazing, psycho. This man, and literally has the power of kick, fucking the perfect bounce ball. It reminds me of the game you play on your PC, and you kick the ball and it will go into a ping pong. That's what that shit reminds me of. This man was kicking a ball like a soccer ball, and it was bouncing back like left front.
Talking about Peggle?
I think it was Peggle, probably.
I mean, that was what the ball was doing. It's like ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, very like soccer or football inspired, I feel like, for sure with that. But yeah, like the action was fantastic. I feel like visually, like a lot of the backgrounds they use. I mean, we always talk about it with Don to Don. Like, I feel like they do a good job, like the color palette for a lot of specific scenes. Like, they really, like a lot of purples, and you know, that was like something I really liked. For sure.
Yeah, it was a lot of purple and red that was balancing from each other because of our boy Okarun and our boy Gigi. That purple and red was balancing very well, but the fight between them, I love how Okarun won the battle where he said full throttle, and then after he went to help out the fucking grandma teddy bear, I love how he kept saying, don't fall. Even the grandma was saying, like, don't fall. Like, wait a minute, nope, girl saying it too much. She's gonna make it happen, and it did happen. And I love how they were like, we're stuck! Help us, Mama! Help us!
I talk about this all the time. I don't know if I've talked about it on the pod yet, but some of my favorite moments in these shonen and a lot of these type of shows are the moments where you get the anger from the main character.
Oh, yeah.
Like the actual anger, especially from like a soft-spoken character, and like you said, Okarun's anger
when he gave him those 3 reasons. What was it, like
3 reasons? Yeah,
that was.
He said, "Look, I'm gonna let you know that you lost for 3 reasons. Yeah. You committed 3 sins you never should have done. Yeah. Like, number 1, you did this. Like, you hurt a friend.
One of
number
them was
2, you hurt Momo. Yeah. Like, number 3, you like pissed me off.
My freaking one of my friend's body. Like, you're using his body. Like, and then that one, the last one, because there was a gap between the second and the third. I'm like, we were watching. I'm like, what's the third? Like, what's the third? And then they came back to it. You pissed me off. I'm like,
you pissed me off. And it's like, oh shit. Oh, bro,
that shit always hits. Yeah,
it always hits.
Yeah,
anger scenes in anime are so good, and this one hit so much because like that's not something that Okarun does, but he did, and it was like you fucked up. Like I would have kept playing with you. I would have kept not at 100%, but no, you pissed me off. Like, and you hurt Momo. Like, you hurt Momo, you defiled my friend, and you pissed me off? Oh, hell no. Now you need to lay down. Now you need to lay down and stay down.
It's just the way they animated every time his mask or his face thing got removed. They just show the little small pieces and everything. Like, the small details are very thought out. I just love it. Like, as a fan, I appreciate it. Like, and also the director, whoever directed, I believe me and Nate were talking about, like, oh my god, like the direction, the camera work from this episode was bonkers.
Yeah, it was really fucking
really good. Probably the best episode so far, season 3.
Yeah,
for sure.
Hey,
2, my bad.
if I would have seen these 3 episodes in theater, 9 out of 10.
I don't know what Crash was talking about.
Yeah, like it's not 8 out of 10 in mid, like
maybe the first episode, but like
sure, but 3 episodes in one. Nah. 9 out of 10. I would have been out of my chair, out of the theater. I'd be like, yes, let's go kick this man ass. I'll be jumping on my chair. The loudest motherfucker there.
Yeah. But I'm about ready to move on from this. How about y'all?
Yeah.
All right, Sakamoto days.
Ooh.
So we got a 2-episode drop, huh? And
yes, audience.
About y'all.
Yeah, should know. We was talking about the US one, and we're talking about the Japan one that got released. So we are, in the high seas, to be in case you guys didn't know.
Right.
Yeah. The same thing that happened for part 1.
Same thing that happened for part 1. We're a week early, so if you guys have only seen the one that came out in the US, I apologize, but we are going to be talking about the one that came out in Japan as well. But yeah, dude, Sakamoto. I ended up so like I said, I've been dealing with tech difficulties, so I've been watching this stuff on my own. I ended up coming to the boys earlier this week. I said, guys, y'all messed up. Why didn't y'all talk about this last week? Like, this episode was straight heat. And they're like, because it didn't come out till today. I was like, oh.
Because last part came out on Saturday, and now
Yeah.
it's Monday.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, damn, this shit's straight heat. You know?
Yeah.
Man, I dread so much. So because if you guys don't know, Memory here has read the manga. I dread so much the moment that he keeps alluding to where the author forgets one of these main characters because they're all so fun, and in an effort to not like let you guys know what character gets forgotten, I love all of these characters, and I really love the stuff that is happening with all of these characters. I love what his name is, Shin, right?
Shin, yeah.
Yeah, I love Shin being able to like basically see the future and the way he evolves, the way
Bro had
Sakamoto's
observation
talking about
hacking.
it, like, yeah, the way Sakamoto's kind of talking about it, like, yeah, Shin's good, but I don't know how to explain it. He's just not there yet. What do you mean?
He hasn't reached
Well,
his potential.
he has a higher ceiling. Like,
No.
he's not there yet.
His
Like,
words
he's
were,
strong.
he
He's
hasn't
good.
experienced depth, like, he hasn't experienced real combat. And I love how he said that because it's true. Like, in any type of scenario of shonen characters, you won't surpass your limit until you're close to death or at closed doors.
Right. But man, Shin is such a badass. And then once Shin starts to run out of gas, we got, what's her name? Lou?
Yeah.
Okay. We got Lou drinking the ethanol. Girl, you do not drink ethanol. What is wrong with you? But she ends up drinking and she gets a little tipsy and she becomes the baddest motherfucker on screen. She lets her hair down, which, bro, honestly, that look, oh my God, girl, you work it. And the way her hair fell down and the way she started talking, she's like, all right, well, I'm gonna teach you how the mafia does things. You're just a stupid death row criminal, you know nothing. This is how the mafia does things. One finger for pissing me off, and sticks the shovel, the shovel for like your garden, sticks it into his hand. It's like, I mean, into his arm, which is not a finger, by the way, Lou. Like, what are you doing? And sticks it into his arm, and just the way she absolutely manhandles him and treats him, ragdolls him, treats him like as King of Lightning back in the day used to say, started baby shaking him. Like, bro, man, it was great. It's so much fun, dude. It was so much fun.
Yeah, I mean, it came back with a bang. I mean, we had Osaragi shine.
Osaragi, right?
Osaragi was awesome in episode 1 of part 2, and then we had obviously the Lou and Shin stuff. So man, I mean, to come back with that content, I mean, the Shin and Lou duo is just so fun.
They're so good.
So like when they're both like together and they're fighting, it's just great. So that was on full display. I love Osaragi, so having her shine as well, like, was incredible.
The fact that nobody could pick up her suitcase, bro.
Yeah, they're like, oh, that's what the hell? That's what was in there?
Because it's her chainsaw, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was one thing I was a little disappointed by. I'm not gonna lie. It was the scene with the old man in the bus when he slices the like, I don't know, that it just did not hit the same, I guess. Like the weight kind of you felt when you read that scene, at least for me the first time. Like, I just feel like it didn't have that same impact. Because that was a scene I was looking forward to, like, for when that happened. I just feel like it kind of fell flat a little bit when
I think
Miguel
scenes
knows.
like that. I think scenes like that are hard to do in anime medium, because I can imagine what happened in the manga. Like I
In
haven't
the manga
read it.
was amazing. Like for chat for you guys to know context, I haven't read from episode 2 on. I haven't read. I paused and then never got back into it. So seeing this now is amazing, a great experience. But to agree with Nate here, it doesn't hit the same. Nah, bad thing, it just don't hit the same. Still
Yeah,
great in the manga panel.
Like I can imagine what happened, right? I'm imagining that we see like a panel of the fly, and then like a panel of like a
Slice
light,
of the whole bus.
like a light, and then like you see people saying like the next panel is just the bus gone, the fly cut in half on the screen, and then like the everybody on the bus screaming, "Get down!" and they're all down, and the top of the bus coming up. Like I can imagine that panel. I'm sure that's what it looked like, right? Like I haven't read it, but I can tell you that's the panel, right? And I understand what you mean. That type of thing is very hard to do in an anime and make it look that good, right? I can imagine. I could picture that panel in my head. Like I can imagine what that was, and I'm sure maybe we'll like show the panel off to like so you guys know what it looks like, and maybe my co-host will show me at some point. But I can imagine that panel, so I kind of get where they're coming from, right?
Yeah, I mean, and that's not like the first time with Sakamoto days where this has happened, but this was one scene in particular. What like I remember when I first read, I was like, "Holy shit, dude!" Like, what? Like it was. I don't know. It definitely didn't hit the same, but you know, it is what it is. I feel like these 2 episodes though still were very very good. Also, the OP, like I am a big fan of the new OP. Like it actually, yeah, like it actually moves. Like like I don't know, like they were very I guess I should say conservative with the first OP in terms of like visually. Like I feel like there wasn't a lot going on, but this one, like when Sakamoto takes the credits and he dude, like that
Oh, that line was beautiful.
Yeah, that was so
I didn't notice it, and they like I'm like, yo, that show's not cool. The credits. I'm like, what do you mean? Can you go back because it happened so fast? So natural because it was natural. Like he literally grabbed the credits and used that as a knife and literally just put it in his pocket. I think it was such a smooth transition how it happened. They're creative with what they're showing to us.
Which I knew the OP because I was telling like our buddy Travis, like
A big shout out to Travis because I know he loves the series.
Yep, because we would like dog on the first OP and whatnot, and I saw the staff, mostly the director who was going to be in charge of the OP, and I'm like, yo, Travis, like this OP is going to be a lot better. I'm just telling you right now because it was actually handled. The new OP for Sakamoto Days is handled by Tetsuro Araki, which he's the director of Attack on Titan, like season 1, Kabaneri of the Iron Fortress, right? But like lately he's been doing a lot of OPs. So he's been doing like Blue Box OP. He did Dangers in My Heart season 2. He did Vinland Saga season 2 OP2. Like
the mid one, not OP1.
No.
Okay.
No. I mean, visually, you gotta say like the second OP, like.
I mean,
animation direction wise, like it is
like we have been we can and have been arguing about this for months.
And he did and he did one for Spy Family, which I mean he's mostly been handling OPs recently. So when I saw that he was gonna be on the Sakamoto Days one, I was like, okay, this is good.
You know it had to be good, right?
Yeah, and it was. So Sakamoto Days coming back on a very, very strong note. So we love to see it. And I've been saying, you know, the content that this part and beyond, you know, we're getting into some of the better, you know, the really good content, I'd say, with the more intriguing characters, right? I would say more the characters I care about, and probably a lot of other people care about as well. So yeah, nothing really, mostly positive things to say about Sakamoto Day, surprisingly, because I know we kind of had our issues. It wasn't really like we were trashing it. It was just like, it was always just kind of whatever, you know, but. So,
I know Crash disagrees, but you know.
Yeah, most likely he will be like, trash show. There was no good assassins, no good assassinations. I'm like, you're not ready. We're about to get there.
Yeah. But anyway, let's move on to our top tens. Let's do our top tens. Let's rapid fire it a little bit because I know Boss Man's looking at that 3 hour mark that we're already past, and he's like, "All right, maybe we can wrap up." Yeah.
Hey! We have had some good conversations. Some that couldn't chime in, but we had some good conversation about the show itself. But look, chat. You know, Bossman here hasn't made a top 10 for like week 11 of the spring season. So let's not talk about top 10 for me. But I'll tell you the top 5 shows I'm looking forward to every week. I'll tell you this: New Saga, Don, Doctor Stone. I will say also Gachakuta, Togen Aniki. Right there on my top 5. I will say that I'm looking forward to. Honorable mention is Quick Water Magician and The Secret of the Silent Witch. At first, I was gonna drop it, but then I got more interested into the character and I could relate to her as somebody who had trouble speaking, who had speech therapy, who had a struggle of getting close to others and people overall. So I was very happy about this. One thing that me and Grem did not tell to the audience, that we both did drop the Shy Assassin or Shy Hero and the Assassin Princess.
Can't even blame y'all.
I'm sorry, I just don't have time for this. As much as I love my long time ISEKAIs, I have like 30 other shows that I'd rather watch and conversate and talk to the audience about in a good discussion, type of format. So no. But those are my quick fire. You know what? I will give Crash also his quick fire is Rent a Girlfriend sucks, 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 and My Dress Up Darling is amazing, My Dress Up Darling is amazing, Call Up the Night is amazing, Donna is amazing, and the new Panty Stocking is amazing. That's all I got.
Nice.
Good list, right? Good list.
So to tell you what Crash is actually, it's Rent a Girlfriend's number 1, Call the Night's number 2, Takopi's number 3, Dress Up Darling season 2 is number 4, A Couple of Cuckoos season 2 is number 5. No Freaking Way I'll Be Your Lover Unless is number 6. Don number 7. Watery-kun I don't whatever
it is
number 8. New Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt is number 9, and number 10 is Dealing with the Mikadona Sisters is a breeze. Neko, for her part, has nothing written down. She said, "Honestly, I'm gambling. Don't bother me."
Yeah,
so that's what she wrote. So
yeah, Chad, she's not here for the next 3 weeks. She's on vacation. So if you want to know her thoughts, go to her Discord server, go to the company Discord server, or tweet at her.
Yeah, tweet at her.
Yeah.
Tweet at her, tell her, "Are you winning, son?" As for mine, I'm
Mega, where's your list? Because I don't see it on the document.
Yeah. So, in no particular order, My Dress Up Darling, of course. Rory Rocks is really good. There's No Way I'll Be Your Lover Unless is really good. Sakamoto Days was a lot of fun. To Be Hero is always in my top 10. There hasn't been a single week it hasn't been. Grand Blue Dreaming is in there. Apocalypse Bringer Minogahara is in there. New Saga is in there. Clevatess is in there. And I think I'm going to give the last spot, of course, to Secrets of the Silent Witch. So,
okay.
In no particular order, I just named the 10 that, What about you? Yeah.
For me, number 1, I have Takopi. I mean,
of course.
Episode 4, I said it, right? Like, I feel like this is one, like, I'm already saying it's kind of a standout for me from this year up until this point, but I'll probably be saying the same thing at the end of the year. That's my number 1. Number 2, Don season 2. Number 3, My Dress Up Darling season 2, episode 3. Number 4, Fragrant Flower episode 2. And number 5, Call of the Night season 2, episode 3. I've raved about Call of the Night quite a bit, more than I did in the past. I know I wasn't a part of the podcast then, or we weren't. That was way before the podcast, I think, even came back or was a thing for Off the Binge. But yeah, because I wasn't as high. Like, I did enjoy season 1, but I didn't talk about it too much. But like this season in particular, I've been I'm enjoying it way more. So, but yeah, that's my top 5. Kind of condensed it a little bit this week because I was slacking. I'll try to be on my shit next week.
All right, with that, chat, our show's done. We're here. We're at the conclusion. After 3 hours and 13 minutes of discussion for summer season. Go read light novels, right, Gremlin?
Yeah, go.
We didn't
go
one
watch
up ourselves at least this time.
Yeah,
The
you know,
last one was
we didn't have a long honorable mention. You know, we didn't have a long one to talk about. You know, this week we had a short one. You kept it simple, kept it concise. Chat. Let us know if you like us to actually break down all these shows. All these time codes are helpful. Some feedback would be nice to let us know, so we don't be thinking crazy that hey, 2-hour show, 3-hour show. If you are entertained by this, if you guys are still looking at the time code, seeing the series we're discussing, and then actually, you know, be entertained by it, then go for it. We appreciate it.
Also, let me know. Let me know if you want me and Watkins to do something about Mushoku.
Yes. And let us.
Me and Watkins been talking about wanting to gush about the series. So you know.
or a series for Gremlin called "Reading a Certain Magical Index for the First Time."
Yes, and
I will
also
do that the second you read a sentence of a bookworm, we can make content on it, bro.
yes, and also for Memory to react to some summer season anime episodes. Let us know if you guys want him to react, because you know we've been, you know, not saying we, I've been asking to maybe react to something with him, but he's just be slacking. So like you said, slacking. We all here.
I'm picking up my Uma Musume soon, so be on the lookout for that.
Hey, look at that chat. He might be doing something involving there. It's all good, chat. So with that being the case, bye.
He's the
Go watch summer season.